Welcome back. Twitch didn't actually ban me for my last stream, but I anticipated that they would, and so my body relaxed into a state of receptiveness that then I got sick. Oh, I got sick, and then I was all better. Thank God. You're welcome. Your prayers were answered. I got all better. But then yesterday was so especially beautiful, I had to go to the beach, as you can see. It was all worth it for your benefit. Oh, and it was so beautiful. And I'm actually so glad that I went to the beach yesterday because I am still on the beach today. I cannot wait to regale you with the outrageous... Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I'm getting so excited. With the outrageous tales of ridiculousness that occurs. It was my first day, guys. It's May in Canada. It's not usually this warm. It was unusual. It was unseasonably hot yesterday. It was 20 degrees. It was so fucking beautiful. And that brought out some real fucking characters. There were some, oh my gosh, this is just so silly. And then the boldness, and then the, you know, the appreciation. I'm like understanding more about my like the foundations of my desire. You know, as you get older, when you're young, so many things you just get because we're young. Because it just happens, my dogs just. Val, are you having a good time? Her little ear, her ears flopped up over. You're such a dummy puppy. As we get older, things that we took for granted in our youth start slipping away from us. Like, to be honest, getting horny. I think it's so easy to, I don't know, look at me and get horny. But that's not equally done throughout each and every one of your erotic experiences. It's very different for each and every one of you. Some of you have come to this through great trial and tribulation. Others of you are like, this is so natural to me, it feels like breathing. And that speaks, and although it's the same action, you're masturbating to an e-girl. The pattern of that action, how did you get here? What was the lead up? What was the inciting incident? What were the coping mechanisms formed around it to either inspire you to go further into it or to pull yourself away from it until again you came back into it irresistibly? I love this, and I feel like I was really focused on that yesterday when I was at the nude beach. I went to the beach. That's why I'm so, you guys, you can see. I promise you this isn't a burn. That's not a burn. Don't look there. I was so proud of myself for not getting burned. And now on camera, I'm like, you're as red as a fucking lobster, bitch. But just right here, that nowhere else is a burn. This is just a nice, cozy accumulation of radiation. Ooh, I love a little bit of, appropriately applied radiation. Yes. Meanwhile, here it's unseasonably fucking cold. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I heard a good burn about your country this morning, Ritus. Are you ready for this? Your country is so culturally poor, basketball is the religion. And so many people are like, he's American? Ritus just says, yes. Is it just my computer or is the audio kind of low? I'm sorry, my microphone is very far away from me. I can bring it closer. Ooh, oh, hold on. She's loosey-goosey. Yeah, let me tighten that. That's better. Yeah. How long can you talk without using your hands? Just leaving them down at your side? I could probably go the whole day doing it. It's gonna be difficult. I mean, I talk with my whole body, that's the thing. If you tell me to stop using my hands, I'm just gonna start using my shoulders, I'm gonna use my chest, I'll use my hips a little bit more. I mean, congratulations, you found a way to make me even sexier. I'm gonna tone it down, I'm gonna use my hands again. I just started my stream, after a self-imposed ban. I'm not gonna, sort of trick myself into another self-imposed ban. I'm a good girl today. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. And it is a good afternoon. And it is a good afternoon. Oh, good. Oh, after. Yes. For some people, it's a good morning even, because time zones are a thing. I forget it a lot. And do you want to hear something funny? We're sucking at basketball right now. So, yeah. Apparently, basketball all over the place is the hot topic. And I'm such a, I don't, I'm such a conspiracy theorist because I'm like, the only reason these teams are performing in these ways, as well as like the NBA playoffs in the United States, I'm like, this is just to distract people from the fact that our society is collapsing. They're like, teams, we need you to sort of like, fuck it up on the court a little bit. I'm so conspiratorially brained. I mean, it's also very possible that these people on this team are just not doing well because society is collapsing. Like, correlation does not equal causation. These human beings on these teams are also people in the world who are watching the universe collapse, or like the experience of our human universe. It's really tiny. It's just this little planet. I'm drinking Earl Grey tea with oat milk. Oat milk doesn't sound particularly tasty, but now that I've had it, I fucking love it. I really like it. Lurkin' and jerkin'. That's all of it's allowed, you guys. Oh, geez. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong to want to jerk it. Yesterday at the beach, there was this man who obviously worked out a lot and took care of himself. I'm using lots of words to just say this guy was hot. He was like super duper crazy hot. And to me, unfortunately, that's a turnoff. If a guy is like very attractive, it's a turnoff because quite often, and I say this as somebody who is an attractive person, I'm gonna put air quotes around my attractiveness, because it's fleeting. I mean, I haven't always been attractive. I won't always be attractive. I'm not even like attractive in an absolute sense right now. There are lots of people who are genuinely repulsed by me. That's good. That's excellent. I don't want to be universally liked. I'm not a fucking plain white t-shirt, you know what I mean? A little more complicated than that. It's good to have, and sometimes what I'm realizing is that being unattractive to other people makes you more attractive to certain people, and that's kind of a benefit. I don't mind that at all. God, she found the toy. But this, when I see like incredibly attractive men, unfortunately, I am immediately just a little bit repulsed by them, because oftentimes attractive people just don't develop a deep, nuanced, emotional intelligence. And that's fine. Ugly people don't have it either. But they don't try to date me as hard as attractive people do, I guess. It's so rude of me to say. But is it true? Is there truth in what I'm saying? I would rather somebody just be a wonderful person, which happens far more often when there's less expectation on maintaining appearance. Like, lots of people who have never felt like particularly attractive often are just like, okay, well then I'm gonna work on being a good person. Are you prejudging much? Yes, prejudice. I'm very prejudiced against attractive people. I don't want to say that I'm Elizabeth Bennet from fucking Pride and Prejudice, but it's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite books, one of my favorite stories. And you're absolutely fucking correct. If you are an attractive person, I'm gonna kind of judge you harshly because I prefer, like, it's just so rude of me to say, I prefer people that I feel more akin to, which are just like regular people. Being on the inside of my body makes me feel like myself. I don't actually like look at myself from the outside. And from the inside of my body, I have like so much anxiety. I have so much insecurity. I judge myself so much harder than I judge other people, which I think is pretty fucking natural for a lot of us. And also, fucking up with somebody who's like really, really super duper hot kind of feels worse than fucking up with somebody who you were just attracted to them as the person they are. The loss doesn't feel as intense, as shallow as that sounds. Because I'm like, when I think of all the most attractive people that I've dated, I'm like, oh, that like hurt me on a way that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, it hurt my ego as well, yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, oh god, a little bit of fucking ego. I prefer people who don't care what they look like, because I assume then they won't care what I look like. And that makes me feel like I can relax a little bit more. Yeah. So there was like a few guys that I was talking to at the beach. Hello, my love. Oh, hi. Okay, sorry. This is very important. Can you bring it here? Can we show everybody what you got? Can you bring it up here? If you bring it here, I'll play with you. Oh, she changed her mind. She said absolutely not. Oh, and then she came back and she said, okay, maybe yes. I got it. This is a mitten. This is like a child's mitten, but it's also like a plush toy as well. There was a string that attached it to another one of these. I was like, oh my god, there's 2 toys. This is perfect. I love dinosaurs. I think they're very interesting and lovely. Sort of like the dominant species of Earth, which we don't really think about that often, because we think that we're the dominant species of Earth, but it's kind of dinosaurs. She wants to play fetch. She doesn't want to wrestle. I'm learning about her, and she's just looking at me like, this is not how we're playing today right now. The difficulty with this is that it feels like a sock and bopper, because this is all so padded. This is like more padded than my fucking brassieres, you know what I mean? It's very thick, and so every time anyone comes over to play with my dog and this toy, they invariably just start punching the dog with this like sock and bopper type mitten. And it's not good. It's not good for the dog. It's not good for them. No punching the dog. Yeah. Have you heard simulations of how dinosaurs sounded? Like, have I watched the first Jurassic Park? Yeah. It's like a Pokemon and a dinosaur. 'Cause there's dinosaur Pokemon. Tell me that wasn't right between dinosaur and Pokemon. Ding, 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 ding. You're fighting Pokemon. You're battling Pokemon. It's time for you to battle. Sorry. I didn't have the note, and I didn't want the note, and it didn't want me either. Invader V is early today because she wants to see who the new Pope is. I haven't even, you guys, I know they're not going to pick the new Pope because I personally have not watched Conclave yet. I'm not even joking. I guarantee it, you guys. The minute I finish watching Conclave, they'll pick the new Pope based on nothing. I'll message all of you individually. KFC Manager 11. That's a funny joke. I like that joke. I don't like bringing up the fucking disgusting orange idiot from the United States. I live in Canada. We don't have to bring him up. I live in Canada. We had our election. We elected Mark Carney. He gave some very intense, some real good side eye. Real good side eye. His face while that Cheeto man was talking. Oh, Mark. Oh, what is our vibe today? Oh, it's real good, Conclave. Conclave's real good. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. I also think it's quite, in the past, some of these conclaves would, in the decision making, I mean, we've all read the Reddit post about that guy who was like, you motherfuckers need to pick a new pope. And then they said, it'll be you. And then his first week of being Pope, he was like, I decree that popes can quit, which I will now be doing. And then the next Pope imprisoned his predecessor because he was so insanely popular. People, for whatever, I'm like, why exactly was he so popular? Did he do enough to actually earn that popularity? Or was this next Pope actually that fucking paranoid? Pope-anoid? Not that, but close. Speaking of, I've heard some people say that Carney has daddy energy. Do we agree? I don't really give a fuck about politicians. I think they're all slimy, terrible monsters, to be honest. Wait! Right, why did you time out that guy who said you actually look amazing? I think he was referencing the fact that I, was like, I don't feel like I look amazing because I experience my life from the inside of my body, not from looking at myself from the outside. I don't know if he deserves a time out. I think he was just being nice. I don't think he was being weird. But then again, I don't frickin' know. Mark Carney's, going back to that question, his interview with Nardwuar, who is a Canadian treasure, is really what brought me over to the idea that this, like, disgusting, slimy politician could also be a human being. He also seems like he could be a human being as well. His Nardwuar interview was very human. Very human. Oh. Guys, get up and dance. This is not the... Getting real loose with the definition of some of these genres. Epidemic Sound. Oh no. I guarantee you I clicked on the soul tab. This is supposed to be instrumental soul music. Is this soul music? I don't know. Another good Pope movie is The Two Popes, starring Jonathan Pryce and Sir Anthony Hopkins. He followed up his compliment immediately with bringing up the American president. Yeah, that's obviously not ideal for me. I'm blissfully Canadian. I really, really enjoy being Canadian as well. It means that I don't have to think about that man every single day. But I recognize that we're on the internet, and the internet is a global platform, and that it's a privilege. It's a privilege to be Canadian and to not have to be an American person. While I was sick, oh man, you guys, I had so much fun. I had such a great weekend, actually. I went out so much. But then the difficulty with going out so much and like socializing and hanging out in bars is that then you expose yourself to like the sicknesses and the illnesses that people carry. So I definitely caught something that knocked me out for like all of Monday and Tuesday. Yeah. Thank God that is no more. But while I was convalescing, I basically just like stayed in bed and like slept on the couch for 2 days while intermittently being very uncomfortably sick. I was listening to so many podcasts, in particular as like catching up on Esther Perel's Where Shall We Begin? That's a great one if you can't afford therapy. You can just listen to her giving couples therapy sessions to couples. And then you can try to apply that to your own life, which is exactly like the way that she wants you to interpret the podcast. But there were so many advertisements for, it was like a finance podcast for young women. And the bumper or the advertisement was like, have you ever gotten a hospital bill that you thought, how will I ever pay this back? And no. No. Oh my God, no. And I'm so grateful that like I have so many friends all over the world who also are like, no, I've never had to worry about not only being ill or injured, but also being financially fucking ruined by this. And my dog is having a great time over here. I really, really, really wish and hope and really hope that all of our American friends come to that too. I think you guys are like moving. I think you guys are moving in directions. They're always a very active bunch, those Americans. Always doing, feeling, experiencing, innovating, truly. hopefully we'll move into more of that direction because goddamn. Whew, goddamn. Oh, sticky thighs. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's great now. There was a TikTok that it was like a 9-minute TikTok. Why would I watch a 9-minute TikTok? But this girl, she was a young woman. She's younger than me, which is scary because when you're young, you hear about old people getting sick. And then it feels terrifying to all of a sudden be like, people my age get sick. And now as I'm getting older, I'm like, oh my fucking God, people so much younger than me are so fucking sick. But I always knew that. I was a Disney princess and I went to Sick Kids Hospital. There's like tiny little babies who get so fucking sick. But anyways, this woman on TikTok was a bodybuilder. She was like a fitness girl on social media. And she was getting comments from people online and in real life about like, are you pregnant? Are you expecting? Because she was carrying what she thought was like so much visceral, like abdominal fat. Her arms and her legs were so fucking thin and her stomach was still like so big. She had ovarian cysts. And a big part of this story that she was telling was not just that she thought she needed to like exercise in a better way to lose a certain type of body fat because of unrealistic social media standards, but also that she was like, when I had really, really intense symptoms, she was teaching a class and she had a cyst burst. She didn't realize any of this, but she had a cyst burst inside of her and she had to like lay down in a bathroom for like 3 hours with her feet up. She was like, I didn't have insurance at that time, so going to the hospital wasn't even a fucking option. Oh, Jesus, Mother of God. I've had friends who have had ovarian cysts, and just having them exist, is insanely fucking painful. I've never had a friend who's had one actually rupture. And then especially never had a friend who's had one rupture and then never sought immediate medical intervention. Very stressful. I love you, American friends. I want good things for you. Sneaky. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. See, this guy's probably not American. He's got money to burn. He can spend it. He's not American. Whew. Guys, I'm burning up. I got so impassioned by talking about this. It literally raised my fucking body temperature. Top Crunch says, goodness gracious, you're attractive. I need to go outside. Yeah. To go look at regular people and remind yourself what they look like. I'm just like a picture god. You know what? Every time I also like look at pictures of incredibly beautiful women on the internet and I go, oh my God, I want to be as beautiful as them. It's a never-ending cycle. I'm sure no matter how attractive you are, you're going to look at somebody attractiver and be like, oh, the grass is always greener. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself, fuck, I'm attractive, Top Crunch. Do it now. Do it now. Hello, Brendan. I think of Canadians as North Americans anyway. Yeah, I used to too. And now I'm like, I don't like that. I'm distinctly and uniquely Canadian. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be North American. I just want to be Canadian. I can look at you to remind myself that sexy women exist. I guess so. It's actually, I think, a little bit more about, like, what do you value in a woman? What do you find sexy? Esther's podcast was so wonderful. She has, I think I might sign up for it. It sounds like an absolute fucking dream. She has, like, lots of episodes about sex and desire. And it made me so fucking happy because it really connected some dots for me about why I love streaming, what I'm getting out of this, and the fact that you find me sexy tells me something about what you value. It's, as Esther says, a coded language. What we find sexy, what we find attractive, and how we express our desire, and how we engage with our attraction. These things are so fucking important outside of just like your boner and your testicles and that pile of cum you're gonna produce for me. It's also genuinely about what you find interesting, what engages you, what you find makes you feel alive, like actually alive, not just like content or safe or accepted or with belonging. No, no, no. You're really, like, your blood is pumping. You're full of want. You're full of purpose and focus in a way that is blissfully selfish, in a world that expects each and every single man on this planet to be the most selfless provider imaginable. You are expected to consistently always be providing, to the point that women can't even help but find men who are, you know, dressed as providers attractive. You put on a firefighter outfit and every woman is gonna fucking swoon, man. Absolutely. It looks like your hair has been cut a bit. I'm not sure. It looks great. I did. I gave myself a little haircut right before my birthday because I really needed it. And I mean, Toronto's a very expensive city to live in this country. I think it's the most expensive. Actually, maybe Vancouver is more expensive. It's also very beautiful. I haven't been, but I've seen so many pictures and like everybody fucking loves it there. Getting haircuts is like, it went from being like $120 including the tip to being like $200 including the tip, which is fucking crazy for just a fucking haircut. Oh no, wait, Rightus, I've posted some stuff on Blue Sky. Yeah, because that's where Vivian Medrano posts. She's the creator of Has Been Hotel and Helluva Boss. And I have a big lesbian crush on her. She's great. I like giving myself haircuts. Something about it makes me feel powerful and connected to myself. And also when people compliment me on my hair, I get to be like, thanks, it's all me. Kind of like how I've never gotten my eyebrows tweezed. I'm like, these are all me, baby. I can get a haircut for 10 euros. Yep. Are you, may I ask your like living gender? Because if you're a man, men's haircuts are traditionally less expensive than women's haircuts. There's less hair to cut. They used to charge me so much extra when my hair was like super duper crazy long because they were like, there's a lot of, it's also very, very fine, like super duper fine. Each individual hair is like real teeny, like so teeny tiny that when my hair is wet, I look very almost like bald. Got real fine hairs. I love Has Been. Oh yeah, you have. And Helluva Boss. I love Has Been Hotel so fucking much. I have watched like one episode of Helluva Boss and I liked it also so much that I was like, I'm going to really delay the gratification of getting into this, where I've read like so many of the memes, I know like the big major plot points of it, but I haven't actually sat down and watched any of it because I don't know, like I love the anticipation. Esther Perel says this. She talks all about how at the end of your orgasm is the beginning of the foreplay for the next orgasm. And I'm like, if I don't watch the show, I'm in foreplay with the show. I just want to be in foreplay with the show. I just love foreplay. V, the new pope has been decided. Oh, really? They already picked him. They wanted their cell phone back that fucking bad, eh? Yeah, that tracks. These guys were like, do you know what the most important thing is? For me to get my cell phone back. Sweating. New pope, who dis? Has the pope actually been picked? That's fast, right? That's a fast conclave. This is me with The Office. I just put off watching it and I'm just now enjoying it. They picked in two, wait, Chichi, are you serious? They picked in 2 ballots. Yes, they did pick a new pope. Yeah, that's pretty fast. Oh my God, give me my cell phone. Give me my cell phone. Who fucking give me my cell phone is what each and every one of those cardinals said. They were like, you know what's the most important thing? I need to check it. I need to check my cell phone. Oh my God. I feel like that's a very quick decision. That's a very quick They didn't even give me time to watch Conclave. You guys gotta watch it. I need to go back in time and watch Conclave. Wow. Bal, if you want to play, you have to bring it here. You have to bring it here, Bal. Damn, that's, Yeah. They were literally just waiting for me to go live. Yes. Honestly, yes. Yeah! Oh, Brandon, welcome back for 27 months. No, that seems low. That seems low. I feel like it's more like your entire life has been dedicated to just gooning for me. Exclusively for my pleasure and my enjoyment. Yeah, your gooning is so satisfying. He goons in such a great way. What were the gambling odds on the new pope? Oh, welcome back, Cotter. Is that the show? Is that it? Welcome back, Cotter, for 11 months. Cotter feels like a dirty word. Like a dirty word for my vagina. Get out of my Cotter. Whoa. You know why? Because of the word cooter. Oh, geez. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, my. Flowery twitch, thoughtfully relax and throw back Thursday vibrations. Ooh. Oh, no, they're butterflies. They're actually butterflies, yeah. I'm channeling my inner Mariah Carey today. I'm a diva. Nobody can, it's honestly, it makes me feel a little bit better because I've also started to notice that I don't love being without my cell phone. I hate it, especially if I feel like it's not my choice. Yeah, I really, really want my cell phone. I like my cell phone. I would also pick the Pope as Twitch. Wow. That's on you. That's on you, the internet. I could not have placed it better myself. Woo! It came and it went right there from the Cotter. Oh, the Mariah Carey vibes. I love my Mariah Carey life. Yeah. She has this like beautiful butterfly ring that she wears all the time. I think my animal would be black cats. You know how sometimes people are like so heavily associated, so like you feel that you're like, this animal is my animal. I really feel like it's black cats for me. I love it. But for Mariah Carey, it's butterflies. Our phones are extensions of ourselves. They absolutely are not. They definitely are not, and it's terrifying that we feel like they are. Because you're absolutely right. It is exactly what it feels like. Yeah. Oh, JJ. Wait, why are my alerts not popping up? That's no good. Should I refresh the overlay? Oh yeah, we love Taurus season. There's so many good Taurus. It's a great time to be a Taurus, yeah. It's our birthday season. Happy Taurus birthday season. I'm gonna try refreshing. The overlay, maybe that will make. I thought it automatically popped up. It's just the dog. It's just the dog. Oh, she's so tough. Oh, apparently not that up. Go get it. My favorite part about playing fetch with my dog is that during the break, I get to go fix all the rugs. Like, she runs past so many doors and like the big long hallway down the entire length of the house. And there's like a runner that she loves to like sort of jump and skid on. It has it has one of those like grippy, like extra layers underneath it. But she still has like figured out that if she kind of like long jumps it, then she like puts most of her energy near one end, the far end of it. Oh, there we go. Hello. She can really skid. She can really go the fucking distance. And it's very funny. It's very cute. But also then I'm like, you're fucking bunching up all my goddamn rugs, creating tripping hazards for us bipedal morons. Can't be as cool as the four-legged friends. I did a test. Okay, good. It does work. Or was that Brendan's subscription? And it didn't work. Oh no. Everything is so broken. As I was walking her this morning, I had that moment where I looked at my dog and I was like, we don't deserve you guys. You are so beautiful and you are so, we don't deserve dogs. I see the way that we treat other human beings and I'm like, oh my God, we don't deserve dogs. Oh my God, we don't deserve dogs. bedroom. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Tug of war never ends. But when I was raising my dog, I definitely heard that playing tug of war is the most physically and mentally and emotionally rewarding play that you can have with your dog. Not saying that like fetch and like hide and seek and other types of play are not equally super duper fun, but dogs like brains and our brains actually like light up the mirror neurons. It's good for us to tug on each other, give a little tug. Oof. Yeah. Come here. Go get it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dogs love tug of war. I think that dogs definitely recognize, well, hold on. Is it, yeah, dogs recognize us as like, we're different. We're unique individual species. They see us using our hands for so many things, for so much. Very simply, I guess dogs just watch us using our hands for all these important things, and then the dog automatically feels so important when we use our hands to play with them. How else do you show somebody that they're important to you by not just like even physically directing all of your stuff onto them? Does playing tug of war build jaw strength too? I don't know. I don't really know a lot about like the physiology of exercise in dogs. That'd be something interesting to look up if you really wanted to. Not that you gotta, but like you could if you want to. If you want to like continuously expand your knowledge and all of your like your repertoire of informations. There was a guy at the nude beach yesterday, and he was like not what I would call like conventionally attractive. He was just like a nice regular looking dude. But he had like all the fun facts. It's actually kind of crazy. Sometimes when I get talking with people on stream, people have often been like, this feels like a therapy session. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. In real life, when I sit down and I talk with people, it sometimes starts to feel like a bit of a therapy session. This guy that I was chatting with, his name is Eric, and I'm like gonna dox the shit out of him because his name is Eric, and that's totally fine. But also, as he was like telling me this story, he was talking about like where his name came from, like some part of his like family dynamic, and he caught himself and he actually said out loud, which like attuned me to this happening. Because sometimes I feel this way, but I'm like, I don't know if other people feel this way, that it's a therapy session all of a sudden. He stopped himself and said, oh, I wasn't actually planning on talking about all of that. I wasn't planning on sharing all of that. And then he went back into like the anecdote of his story, which was like the main reason why he had begun discussing this at all. And I was like, yeah, this does kind of always, like my conversations with people often turn into kind of therapy sessions. That makes me feel, on one hand, so incredibly happy. It makes me feel like people are relaxed and comfortable with me, and that they like trust me on some kind of level. Trust me not to judge them, which, oh man, all of my best friends told me that when they first met me, their first impression of me was that I was very judgmental, and I'm like, I am. You're right, you're absolutely correct. I am crazy, super duper judgmental. We were just talking earlier in stream about how like there was a really, really attractive guy at the beach, and I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't think you're right for me. No, thank you. No, thank you. Just based on how attractive he was. Oh, but also, okay, this is the next thing I guess I'm going to work through in therapy. Immediately when I think back of how attractive he was, I'm like, yes, that's like very attractive. He was very muscular. He was very well groomed. He had excellent posture. Interesting clothing choices, but also like, who the fuck am I to judge what you're wearing, right? At the nude beach of all places, especially, where the clothes are the least important factor. Unfortunately, automatically, there's a little voice in my head that goes, he is going to insist that you remain very attractive all the time as well, because he seems very attractive. And he is automatically not going to like you if he ever sees you being unattractive. Even though I know that is objectively not true. I have come. Wait, hold on, sorry, that's the whole sentence. I have come just right now, in front of you. No, sorry. I have come on stream with no makeup on. And I've had individuals be like, you are beautiful and attractive even without makeup. Which is like, in my mind, the most unattractive I could possibly be. No makeup at all, no like hair or fancy things. It's just not how attraction works. It doesn't just like disappear because somebody took their makeup off. And if attraction is as simple as it disappears because somebody took their makeup off, then that attraction might have just been infatuation and not a genuine connection, a genuine pull, a gravitational force. I'm back from a meeting. What did I miss? Panda said, hello, beautiful, how are you? I'm feeling good, feeling great. Happy Thursday, glad you're here. I have to remember not to tell my whole life story when I meet people. I think it's like an autism thing. Maybe, yeah. I think it makes sense quite often that we feel, number one, that there's like a story to our life that kind of explains ourselves. And so we often hope that if we can show people that we understand the story of our lives and we can explain the way that we are, they will suddenly develop a special kind of empathy for us. And we all genuinely want each and every person that we interact with to have a type of empathy for us. It's very natural, super duper natural. I think it means you're a great listener. I hope so. I hope so. I can definitely tell that my like judgments get in the way of me actually hearing people. I kind of want to predict where people are going with what they're saying, which often makes me feel like I'm not listening. I'm just like playing the scene or something inauthentic. V is secretly a betazoid. I have no idea what that means. I tried to think about it. This guy's username, Eunuch4V. Yeah, I sometimes give away way too much information to people. Sometimes. His username is Eunuch4V. Yeah, sometimes I too give away too much personal information. Oh, I loved that. Oh, Betazoid. Oh my gosh. Diana Troy from Star Trek. Oh, wow. You know what? I kind of always forgot that she was like an alien and that was her like alien power. She just looked so much like a fucking regular human. I thought she was just magic. So I kind of didn't even think about like what her species was. It was just like, no, she's a human. She's just magic. No, she's a betazoid. Okay, yeah. Do they call themselves betazoids, or did we as humans like decide that that's what we were gonna call them? The first time I met you, you were dead tired. I feel like I've lived every moment of my life in that state, yes. You underestimate natural beauty. Yeah, absolutely. I think there still might be that attraction, but sometimes, says Ritus, lack of makeup might feel like a drastic difference. I've been told I look weird without my glasses, yeah. Yeah, you're a great listener, though. You essentially listen to most of us. It's often considered listening to respond. Yeah, that's not good. I don't like that. Yeah, just like waiting to like say your own piece. Yeah, I'm working on it. Your laugh kills me. Diana Troy played wonderfully by Marina Sirtis, and V could 100% cosplay. Oh yeah, Marina Sirtis. It was probably the most genuine laugh I've ever heard you do. So I feel so happy that I have been really sticking to like a little exercise plan. I did all this in the winter time. I was just like, it's so fucking cold. It's so miserable outside. I need to read. So I was like plowing through books during the winter time. And one of the books that I really, really enjoyed was The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. And he talks a lot about like the simple way that we can get back into our body. And in the most practical sense, if I can convince you guys to start doing yoga every single day with one thing, I hope it would be that it's helped, and that because you can gain this benefit as well, is why I'm telling you. It's helped me actually be able to breathe into my whole entire fucking body and laugh as deeply as I want to, and like sing as loud as I want to, and oh my gosh, like breathe through really, really like weird, uncomfortable situations. So yesterday at the nude beach, this guy, like I was like chatting with like the fun, nice, regular people, and then there was that like super duper sort of like disarmingly attractive guy who was like sitting off to the side. And then he did end up coming up to me and being like, hey, you are gorgeous. Can I fuck your feet? I'm paraphrasing, but he got to that real quickly. Like, I'm only paraphrasing a tiny bit. It maybe took him 15 more seconds to get to, can I fuck your feet? From, hey, how are you? But it was very, very quick, and then it made me laugh. I just immediately was like, wow, I guess I didn't like realize how regular you foot fuckers are. It's just, is it even a fetish anymore, or is it just a regular part of, would it be considered a fetish to not want to fuck my feet? Like if you don't want to have sex with my feet, I think you are now considered the minority. Yes. You're welcome to being a minority. Learn some empathy. Dude, what the fuck is with people in the foot fetishes? It's like they have no chill. It's wild. It was wild to me that was immediately where he went from. He particularly said that I have adorable toes. He was like, you have the most adorable toes. And like, yeah. They weren't always. I definitely have been working on de-hobbiting my feet. There's like pictures of my feet all over the place on the internet, and I think I feel a difference. I haven't taken a ton of foot photos recently, mostly because I've been kind of doing other stuff with my body. But I am very excited to get back into the full body photography that I was enjoying so much at the end of last year, feet included, because it feels crazy to recognize that like there's whole levels of flexibility. There's like whole levels of flexibility that I like discounted and dismissed and disengaged from. So many D's. And all of them I can like recognize are sort of tied back into this like the body keeps the score idea of, whew. It's a stressful life out there. And there's a receipt inside of all of us that is ever extending. And we're not like consciously trying to add on to the withdrawals from ourselves. But society is not giving us a lot of like opportunities and experience for investing in ourselves to sort of reverse the draining balance of that receipt inside of us. Whoo, baby. I feel like if I was going for an unconventional part of the body to want to fuck, it would be the thighs. I don't understand the instant drop to the feet. I don't either. I'm not attracted to men's feet either. Hi, puppy. Oh, I'm just gonna pet you. I was told that you will be the next pope. Is this true? You guys, I have my own religion. I want you to open the Holy Bible. None of this like weird patriarchal Christianity nonsense. So what is it about the feet that is so erotic? I'll be honest with you guys. It's not really that strange of an erotic fixation. Number one, that's right, pay me. Number two, what are the traditional sexy parts of women's bodies? Pardon me while I adjust myself ever so slightly. It would be the vagina. It would be the mouth. It would be the breasts. And vaginas, vulvas, breasts, and our mouths all produce moisture, all produce liquid. Breasts when they lactate, mouths when they salivate, and vulva, vaginas when they are aroused. There's like the fucking wetness that comes activated in that part of our body. When we sweat, whether we're, engaged physically or when we sweat because we're engaged mentally, which during sex is kind of both, our hands and our feet sweat as well. There absolutely is a moistening of the feet and the hands, sort of in tune with the salivation and the wetness. I love that you guys are trying so hard and you can't figure it out. Just don't say the words. You can just talk around the words, because we cannot let the foot fetish, because this is the thing, you guys see how crazy the foot fetishists are, where like it's the first words out of their mouth when they meet you. They cannot help themselves. And that's great and that's wonderful. Like, I'm glad that you're really, really into it. But I need to have my own boundaries as well. Oh, the animation is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, one of my favorite animes. Beta Boy says, the vulva gets wet? Theodore says, I sweat a lot. Horny. People also hide their feet half the year, more around here so I think there's an aspect of getting to see them a bunch of, besides like in the peak spring, summer. Well of Ascension, you're trying so hard to say so much. I mean, yes, I was getting there as well. And that like feet are often covered. People are often wearing shoes, especially it's required in professional settings and in business settings, in like culturally sacred settings, to not have your feet exposed. It's not appropriate. It's seen as like insensitive. And then having them exposed automatically makes it seem like more casual, more relaxed, also a little bit inappropriate. Welcome back, Van Prosen. When I woke up today, I did not think I'd be reading about these foot fetish theories. I mean, yeah, welcome to the internet. Wow, for a first message, that's kind of a fucking dud, dude. Sorry about that. For me, it's all about the unconscious. Ooh, that's a different spelling of that word. Or the subconscious tiny movements. We're attracted to ass because most animals do it from behind, and we're attracted to eyes and breasts because we are one of the few, if not the only animals who do it in missionary style. I guess so. I mean, people also like have sex hanging from the ceiling, wrapped up like a spider would wrap up its prey. I don't think that automatically means that like we're spider people or something. Like, lots of people have lots of different types of sex in lots of different ways. I'm not sure it's like as linear as just like animals have sex from behind and that's why we're attracted to asses. I think it could also just be that like asses are attractive because they're soft and jiggly and round and just right there for the squeezing. And I don't really think that has anything to do with like us being animals or some sort of like long foregone animal instinct. Oh yes, that's right, Brandon. Good boy. Finally, you fuckers are actually doing something about this instead of just talking about it. That's right, you want to fuck my feet? Pay me for it. Hi, Pop. I'm just gonna pet you because your head is so soft and so sweet and so round. She's like, no, don't pet me. Just play with the toy. Ugh. Oops. Hello, V. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Oh, my goodness gracious. We're just trying to survive. Survive through this, like, the experience of getting older and, like, less certain about everything. There's always, like, been this, like, feeling of perpetuity to our humanity. We've always existed and we always will exist. And then we like heard rumbles of people being like, ah, this is like the collapse of our society. That's the collapse of our society. And, I guess we just get to decide what kind of like person do we want to be in the collapse. And for me, I'm like, I'll let you guys, let's play. Pick up your instrument and play until the ship goes all the way down, you know? One of the people that I was chatting with yesterday at the beach was like this older woman. She could have been like around my mom's age kind of deal. And she was like, are any of you unpharmaceuticalized? Like, have any of you not like taken any pills from doctors and just like naturally gone through life? And the point that she was, I think, trying to make was this idea. Oh, Abdul Aziz. Oh, Abdul, my dear. Are you here? Oh, I didn't notice you before. Idiots. I don't think I don't know. I mean, okay, I do know. I wish there was like not so much fucking stigma from the older generations about going on medication because you're sick. It's just so frustrating. I was like, oh, lady, because she was like, have you ever taken any? And I was like, yes, I did. I took SSRIs. I took it for like about 2.5 years. I had like the full regular experience of it, where I started on the medication and just the like experience of taking care of myself was such a incredible boon. Such an incredible boon to my ability to think and feel as a human being and not just as a very scared little animal, like that guy was saying earlier in chat. And now that I've like come to this side of it, I definitely notice that the people who are acting like animals are not doing it because something's wrong with them or they're animalistic. They're just operating on a very frightened, animalistic, reactive operating system. And the drugs help you reboot that operating system. I feel so sad that other people are holding themselves back from all the different ways that they can make themselves feel better, because they are like, well, I've heard that some other people had a bad experience on it, or like, I don't think this is gonna fix anything. And yeah, nothing is gonna fix. Nothing is going to fix like the things that are broken inside of us. But we are allowed to feel better. Yeah. Not fixed, but feel better. Just like that little difference, I think, can give you so much space. The people that say that I've usually never felt really sick, I think the people who are saying that are the most sick, because they don't even realize it. When I woke up on Monday morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sick. Like, I can tell that I'm sick. My body is behaving in a way that's like telling me that I'm not feeling well. But it wasn't until I was better that I had the perspective of actually how bad I felt. When you're feeling the bad, you don't get perspective. You can't activate the upper functions of your brain and your reasoning of like the cortex in your mind, which is often what's necessary for us to have these emotionally intelligent, mindful thoughts, instead of just like the horny survival thoughts that are like, animals have sex from behind, that's why we like big butts. Like, that's a deeply simplistic way of looking at things. There is a very simplistic part of our brain, absolutely, and I'm not denying that that part of the brain often gets activated, but our brains are also way more complicated than that. And we should be activating the more complicated parts of our brains. It feels nice to be able to critically think myself out of bad feelings, which is not something that a lot of us think is possible, so we don't even work towards it. I see your stream title. What's the reasoning behind Imagine My Body? Oh, because you can look at it, but you can also imagine it. So just do both. You're welcome. Abdulaziz, are you barking? That makes you a bad dog. And bad dogs need to prove their goodness. Yeah, go get it. Oh, they've announced who the new pope is. He's an American cardinal? Interesting, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I have any strong opinions about that either way. Boon, 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 boon to the tune of Venga Boys. When I said boon to my self, yeah. That's a $13 word in a $3 or a $4 word package. You make me feel better. Yeah, that seems right on track, yeah. All right, I'm not mad about the bits. Are you streaming somewhere else right now? No. I guess some people do that. That alert always makes me chuckle. I love you, 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 I love you. I love JoJo. Oh, okay, yeah, V, thanks. Yeah, I'm imagining it. It's fucking fire. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Why is it just... Is it because of the way that it's folding? It's just like, nah, giving me an optical illusion that I do not like. Do not like that optical illusion. Don't understand it. Belle, you are so needy. Go get the toy. Go get the toy. V, you should come to ACL in Austin this year. This is the year. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my honey. Oh wow. I really envy your naivety and your innocence. I wish that I could feel that positive, and I wish I could feel that easygoing. On a regular day, on any given regular day, on any regular travel occasion, I feel like my anxiety is pretty high. I would rank my anxiety as high for traveling. I get anxious about traveling. Ooh, Abdulaziz. Oh, my sweet Abdul. Are you my dog? Are you my dog? Are you? Yeah. Yeah, you're my dog. And what a good dog. I have regular anxiety. I have just regular intense anxiety from traveling. Traveling to the United States right now, especially being such an outspoken I don't hold back when I have opinions. I express my opinions very, very freely, and I have expressed my opinions very freely about the current government in the United States. And my intense discomfort and anger at the rise of fascism, which feels like what is happening in the United States. I feel so sad because I know that America is a beautiful country full of beautiful people who have created intensely powerful cultural moments for all of us globally. Absolutely. But goddamn if I'm not displeased with what they're doing right now. Goddamn if I'm not deeply displeased by what they are doing right now. Oh, so deeply displeased. So, there will be no traveling to the United States. Is it because of? I don't know, I don't get it. I totally understand why they wanted to pick that new pope so quickly. I would not want to be without my cell phone right now either. Definitely not. There's just too much going on all around the world. Feels like there's always things happening. It's very addictive. It's very, very addictive to like seek out the new bit of information that either feeds my sense that like this is calamity and my visions of doom are justified, or look at how like things are moving in the right direction. Maybe we're actually doing okay. There is a chance that we might not all die in climate wars, and that the world will come together in a beautiful way. It's all possible, guys. But I definitely, wow, I hadn't thought of this. I definitely use my cell phone to validate basically whatever feeling I'm having in the moment. And as much as I like am working on validating my own feelings internally, oh shit. I definitely rely on my phone a lot for that validation of my feelings. Ooh. Even, and I know this is such a huge problem because I'm like, V, you know what the solution is. You go, all right, on, what's today, Thursday? On Thursday evenings for 3 hours, I just put my phone away for 3 hours on Thursday evenings. Just no phone on a Thursday evening for 3 hours. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want access to the internet. What if I have a question? What if I'm playing Pokemon Legends Arceus and I need to know where an alpha, I don't know, Eevee is gonna spawn? I need my phone. I need to have that information. We live in this world. We've given up so much because we live in this world. Give me my cell phone, give me my answers, give me the information I want right now. The truth is, if I'm playing a video game and I want to find something out, I can usually just like play the game until you find it out. It's not like an infinite world in there. There's a finite number of answers for you in any video game. And usually the game wants to give them to you. It's usually like part of the engagement profile of the games, is that it wants to give you these answers. It doesn't want you looking other places. But yeah, I am not internally excited at the prospect of going without my cell phone for like even 3 hours. Just doing regular life. Fuck. Well, we're doomed. I'm doomed. And you're part of me because you're in my stream. My sweet audience. Streamberry says, I had jury duty last week for 3 days. I found it kind of healing to be forced away from my phone for the large chunk of the day. Were you allowed to have your phones for like part of the days at all or not at all? I like your story that it was healing. That gives me hope that if I decide to actually do this and give myself like 3 hours a night with no cell phone at all, that it will feel good as well and it'll inspire me to go more without it. And then maybe that will unlock, I don't know, more of that happy genuineness that you guys seem to be so turned on by. We could have our phones back for lunch breaks for 1 hour, and that was about it. That's so interesting. Next question I have for you. How did you feel at the end of the hour? Did you ever find yourself going, actually, I don't even want to look at my phone for the full hour. I kind of got my fill in the first 20 minutes. Or were you like, oh, I used that full hour. I was in nose to the phone for the full hour. And when the hour was up, I was like, I could have gone for another 2 hours. I could have had it for 3. Do the reverse Invader V. Alex Mercer. How are you, Invader V? Are you related to Rick Mercer? I used to work out at the same gym as him. And unless you're a Canadian person, you have no idea who Rick Mercer is. Or if you like enjoy Canadian TV, you might know him. But anyways, I used to work out at the same gym as him. And I'd be like, oh my God, it's Rick fucking Mercer. I'm so famous. I work out at the same gym as Rick fucking Mercer. Canadian legend. I opened MS Teams and checked out work shit. And then political stuff to make me miserable. And then healing the next day. So you're just like a regular guy. I love it. Well, damn! No ACL then. Maybe one day I'll convince you to let me know how fun Austin can be. I believe you. I believe that Austin is super duper fun. I've literally heard nothing but like great stuff about Austin and so many different places in Texas, really. It kind of sucks that like Texas is part of America. And that to go into America, I have to sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff that we rightfully take for granted in Canada. Yeah. I don't know who that man is. I only know who Rick Mercer is. Talking to Americans. What do you think of our prime rib roast minister, Jean Poutine? Oh man, the average American is not well versed in Canadian anything. I love being Canadian. It actually makes me feel kind of like a shiny Pokemon. Because the reality is that shiny Pokemon are 1 in 4,000. So there would actually have to be like way more Americans. It's like about 1 in 10 almost. There's like around 9 to 10 Americans for every 1 Canadian. And so as a North American, I feel so rare to be Canadian. So rare, so precious. Texas is for visiting, in my opinion. They have a nice Renaissance fair. And then that's the thing, to be honest, if I was going to go to Texas, going to ACL and that Renaissance fair would be like the 2 number 1 things on my list. Like absolutely. And so there's like a Renaissance fair. I don't want to get like murdered or raped or stalked or anything by talking about where I'm going on stream. But there's a Renaissance fair it's multiple days. So like you would have to show up every single day for the whole day searching for me. And I mean, at that point, if you're that dedicated to finding me and locking me up in your basement, you go right ahead. You've put effort into it and I'm proud of you. I'm so excited for the Renaissance fair this year. I'm so excited. I love Renaissance fairs. I love EDM. It's so fun. Oh yeah. So I imagine that like in the States it would be so fun too. Those are like some really big famous ones. They're really, really cool. I've seen pictures. I've thought about it a lot, yeah. But it's just not, you guys, I just don't think it's the time to go visit America right now where, there's just, my anxiety for traveling is already so naturally high. Going to the United States right now would be, oh my God, it would just be, I would feel so hyper vigilant for every single second of my time there. I think that it would be difficult to enjoy myself because of the hypervigilance. Oh, Matt Mercer, he's the DM for Critical Role and he does voice work as well. Oh, okay. You know, I feel like every time I've read his name, I've just thought of Rick Mercer and then unfortunately did not give him his own individual category in my mind. I also just wrapped him up into Rick Mercer, just like how you wrapped up Rick Mercer into Matt Mercer. It's so funny. Texas is for visiting, or overall reading level apparently. He's a voice actor too, he's very talented. Good evening, hi Viking. Yeah, the one in Texas is every weekend for like 5 months, different themes, and there's holiday stuff. What? Oh my God, I didn't realize it was so extensive. Oh damn. Oh, sorry, Raidus, you told me that it was my, oops. You told me that it was my break and I completely ignored that and just kept talking. Okay, BRB guys, don't go near. hello, I came back. I posted my first picture on Instagram for you of my adorable little outfit. I know you guys love collecting, like, every day it's like a new Pokemon. I'm like a Butterfree today. Or, well, but because I've been playing Legends, Pokemon Legends, I guess I'm a Beautifly, because I haven't come, it's all like Wurmples and Beautiflies. I have not come across a Butterfree. Yeah. Not yet, at least. I did get my first shiny Pokemon. Huh! So, like, years and years and years ago, playing on, maybe it was like Sun and Moon on the Nintendo DS, which I think I borrowed from my roommate Michael. I caught it wasn't a Pikachu, but you know how there's sort of like a Pikachu clone in every generation? I got a Pikachu clone that was shiny, and I was like, oh, I feel so lucky, that's so great, and I kept him on my team. But then this week, while I was playing Pokemon and convalescing, feeling better from my sickness, I heard the sound. I heard the shiny sound as the Pokemon spawned around me. Oh, it's used Corolla. I was going to use this on my birthday gift for my child, but you are more important. It's true. Now start paying me your child's college fund. Give me the college fund next. Dip into it. Shiny Ghastly. Shiny Ghastly. Oh, Shiny Ghastly. I was very excited. I'm doing a like fairy-centric team because I almost always love doing a fairy-centric team when I play Pokemon. So I'm like, I don't know if Shiny Ghastly fits in there, which will then become a Shiny Haunter and then turn into a Shiny Gengar. Part of me is like, how can you not have Shiny Gengar on your team? It's pretty true. It's pretty true. Shiny Gengar is pretty fucking badass. It's just difficult because I don't know who I would remove from my Pokemon team. And I've literally put so much like thought and energy and effort into planning my team. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I got Sylveon as my like quote unquote starter. I like it so much thematically, especially in Pokemon Legends, because the leaders of the Diamond and Pearl clan, which are the like, you know, opposing forces, basically the only opposing forces, minus the like bandits. I guess bandits are always opposing. So the Diamond and the Pearl clan, their Pokemon are also, it's like a Glaceon and a Leafeon. Ooh. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now I'm real in my top. Okay. So I have Sylveon in my first position as my like go-to number one Pokemon. Love her. I love her so much. I know. So Ghastly in its regular form is a dark purple Pokemon, and Haunter is dark purple and Gengar is dark purple. And in their shiny format, they're like dark blue, navy blue. And so as far as shiny goes, it's not a particularly striking shiny. I wish they were green. Wouldn't it be great if the originals were purple and then the shinies were green? Green Haunter, green Ghastly, green Gengar, Gangrengar, green Gengar, Gengar. It would be so exciting if it were green, but it's not. Navy blue Gengar doesn't really. I know. Sometimes the shinies are, like if I hadn't heard the shiny noise, I don't know if I would have been able to spot it in the group of, yeah. Soylent Gengar, Greengar. So I don't know if I'm gonna, I so far haven't. Okay, so I've gotten to my first Pokemon, which is Sylveon. I love my Sylveon. She is a special attacker, like dream come true. Right now, her moveset is Calm Mind. Oh yes, anything you say. Abdulaziz, did you just see that? Did you see that $50 fucking tip? Goddamn. He really is bankrupting his children's future just a goon for me. And that's what real men do. The Mega Shiny Gengar looks great, though. Oh, you mean Alpha? Oh my gosh, I love it that they're Alpha Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, I love it. Alpha, Mega, basically the same thing, yeah. Sylveon, amazing. She has Calm Mind, which immediately buffs her attack and defense, which is excellent. It takes her from being, like, hugely powerful in special attack and special defense to then being almost equally powerful in attack and defense as well. It's wonderful. Oh, shit! That is... Oh, no, you were right. No, Mega. Yeah, from Pokemon... which game was that? I played that one. It was set in England. What was the set in England one? Pokemon... Mash and Bangers. So dumb. Oh, Sword and Shield. Yes, yeah, it was Sword. I was thinking of the colors. I was like, what color was it? And then, no, the one that came after Pokemon's Legends Arceus was purple, no, violet and scarlet. Those were colors. But yeah, oh, I loved Sword and Shield, actually. I really liked Sword and Shield. The screenshot looks like it's from Pokemon Go. Oh, that would make sense with the CPs instead of the experience, or like the level, which is more traditional in Pokemon. Other, like the handheld Pokemon mainline games, I guess is what they're called. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good boy used Corolla. Sylveon has Calm Mind. She doesn't have Moonblast yet because I don't know if Sylveon can learn I don't know if Moonblast is in Legends Arceus. I'm not positive. I don't know. I haven't gotten it. I haven't gotten the option to learn Moonblast yet, so I think she has Dazzling Gleam, as well as probably, I think Psychic is in there because that's like a pretty powerful special psychic attack. And then what was Sylveon's last move? I can't remember her last move off the top of my head. She has Psychic, 2 Psychic moves, I think. No, maybe she has 2 Fairy moves. Maybe she also has Play Rough. I don't know. And then we have Alpha Lopunny. Alpha Lopunny is available in the Obsidian Fieldlands. She's like on the sort of island in the center of the map. Oh no, pardon me. She's in the north part of the map. Or wait, maybe that's the west part of the map. It feels kind of north when you're going into it. I'm getting my fucking directions all mixed up because I'm just so excited. You can get Alpha Lopunny. Alpha Lopunny is so... the Ariana Grande of Pokemon. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. But then I often like look at Lopunny's physical design and I wonder if Ariana Grande saw that and was like, this is the Pokemon that's based off of me, and they made her like so curvy. They gave that bunny like such like hips and thighs and ass, and Ariana Grande is so petite, so tiny, tiny petite. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Oh my gosh, I love it. Pokemon's so fun. Pokemon's so cool. Got my Alpha. I love my Alpha Lopunny. It's great. She has all the punches. She has Draining Kiss, which is a fairy move, because Alpha Lopunny is a normal type Pokemon, but she can learn Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Fire Punch, which gives her wide fucking sweeping range. And then being an alpha, just like extra durability, extra power, extra all those good things. So she has Draining Kiss to like keep her health up whenever she needs it, and also because I love the like fairy element of it. And then Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Ice Punch for just like a wide range of, oh no, I found myself in a dangerous situation and I need punches to get me out of it. Go on, Lopunny. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, Wilson's stepbrother's so angry. So angry. Oh my god. Giga Gigantax. Super duper extra large Pikachu is so cute. So cute. It looks so soft and squishy and so gigantic. Yeah, I like when they made the Pokemon big. That's cool. But then I also really love the Alpha Pokemon. Alpha Pokemon in Legends Arceus. They're just the big versions. They're not like redesigned at all. But in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they like gave them real cool fucking mega forms that were a little bit redesigned. So like bigger wings or bigger tail. I think it's really cool that the water starter, I forget what it's called, he gets like a sniper tower. The gigantic, ultra, super huge Pikachu is so funny. It's just like a big chunky Pikachu. Instead of saying Pikachu, it just says P, and it just like echoes. P. The anger at the spelling mistakes expressed with a sentence containing a spelling mistake. Peak internet. Oh my god, mega super gigantic Eevee is just so fluffy. So extra fluffy. It's like big neck fluff is like extra fluff. It's so freaking cute. Oh yeah. I love Lopunny on my team. Excellent choice for my, like, well, I think I have 2 sort of like anchors on my team. It'd be Alpha Lopunny and then Ursaluna, which was so fun. I was like, oh, so pleased. I caught little teddy bear, was it Teddy Ursa? And then it turns into an Ursa ring, and then evolves into Ursaluna, and you give them the peat block during a full moon. Oh, it was so, it feels like doing magic. It's just evolving a Pokemon, but it feels like doing magic. Oh my God in heaven. Holy shit. Thank you also for mortgaging your children's future. Thank you for the $50, Mr. Sneaky. Oh damn, I've not seen Ursaluna. She's great. My muddy queen. I love her. She feels very fairyish as well. Ursaluna's great. I love her. I named her Iwa. I-W-A. Is it Uwa or Iwa? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's beautiful either way. Gorgeous name. I love it. I love it. I love it. She has Play Rough, Giga Impact, High Horsepower, and I think Headlong Rush? Wait, I might have removed Giga Impact and put in something else recently. But if I did that, it was like earlier this week, so I can't exactly remember it perfectly. Anyways. So we got Ursaluna, we have Lopunny, Alpha Lopunny rather. I caught Ralts. That was the next one. I was like, okay, if we're doing a fairy-centric team, Gardevoir has to be on the team. So we need Ralts and we need Kirlia. There's so many I's in the middle one's evolution. I'm just like, your name is Kira. So I caught Ralts and I was like, I want it to be, I want Gardevoir. I don't want Gladiatorar, which is the male peak evolution of it. So I got my beautiful Gardevoir. Oh, damn. God, I love waking up to you. Oh, wait, no, not waking up to you. Sorry, I'm trying to read this teeny, tiny little text so far away, and I don't have my glasses on. God, I love watching you get paid. It just feels so right. I'm glad I found you from that dumb controversy where people were mad at you for telling them to sub. I was thinking about that this morning, and people were very angry. Were very, very angry that I said, you should subscribe to Twitch streamers that you watch. I believe that Twitch streamers are entitled to receive subscriptions from people who watch their Twitch streams, which I think is not as bad as like, you should subscribe to me even if you don't watch me, which would, I feel like that would be actual nonsense that deserves to be punished. But like, you should pay people who you enjoy their entertainment from is kind of, I mean, that's not controversial at all. Me being really, really angry and really, really entitled apparently is very controversial. How dare this white woman be entitled? Oh, you are definitely entitled to our money. I mean, I make your fucking lives worth living by giving you a goddamn dream to work towards. Fuck yes, I'm entitled to a smidgen of your capital. Wake up, morons. Your life's all about me. Oh, the entitlement. It's a billion degrees, but I want to drink it so badly. I made myself some, like, probiotic immunity. It's, like, got lots of antioxidants in it, which are good for my oxidants. Gotta ante up those oxidants. Yeah, I think when you evolve a male Ralts into a male Kirilla, and then you go the next evolutionary step at like whatever level it is, or I don't even know. I think it's Gallade. I think his name is Gallade. Tomatoes! We're 48 months into the non-existent Kids College Fund. Yay! I hope those people realize how much they helped your career and it drives them crazy. I knew that I was never going to be able to earn huge chunks of money on my own. I could only have earned all those huge chunks of money because of their attention and because of their focus on me. Thank you. Thank you for being so upset. You pushed so many desperately simpy men straight into my thighs. And that's good for the whole world. That's good for everyone. The planet is healing. Absolutely. Yeah. You got 30 seconds of me being like real angry, real activated, real entitled, real defensive, real angry. Also in that moment, I was just so fucking angry and sick and tired of having to read some of the stupidest shit that people could ever say. And it is exhausting to have to read comments that are... to be honest, how much money would we have to pay you to just sit and scroll through, let's say, the YouTube comments or the comments on a Twitter post? Like, you yourself would absolutely be like, I'm only doing this if I'm being paid hundreds of dollars an hour, because it is soul-sucking and it is a nightmare to do it. And in this example, you're just reading random comments from random people to another person who isn't even connected to you. You wouldn't do it for free either. Now add on top of it that you're reading the like unfiltered comments of strangers directed entirely towards you. I mean, the reality is so many people... I think one of the things that was so shocking about that controversy is that people, like the slimiest, shallowest, most fucking spineless people you could imagine, dragged me for saying, I think you should subscribe to me. I think you're entertained by me. I think I'm providing you with a special kind of interaction, and therefore I feel entitled to your $5 fucking a month. People who tore me down for saying that and getting so angry at my like entitlement and my nastiness, taking like every single joke they could find and saying women don't have a sense of humor, women only have a sense of maliciousness, in the same breath would be like, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel, but you should definitely support me. Yeah. I'm doing all the exact same shit as this other person who has all the same wants and desires as me, and it's not okay for her to say do these things, but it is okay for me to do it. In a heartbeat, you know the quality of those people, and you can just discount them entirely. You can just say, these people are spineless, slimy losers who have no integrity, who have no ability to self-analyze themselves, to like turn that high-powered perspective inward. And there they are, doing the best they can. Not to mention how quickly you realize society's ability to express itself is degrading fast. We're really delicate machines, and we're like several delicate machines kind of all put together. There's our mind, which is what sometimes people call a soul, which is not like, you can't pinpoint it anywhere in the body. People's minds often are just sort of like, the idea is that it's our brain, that our brain and our mind are the same thing. But our mind is also deeply impacted by our gut, like literally the microbes in our gut, by the way that our nervous system is in-tuned. And then our nervous system is so thick and full in our pelvises and our stomach area, which then gives people this idea that like, well, there's not just like the brain that's controlling our body, but also our body that's informing our brain. And so the mind is a complicated system that very easily can be tricked into forgetting what time it is. Like, our minds cannot keep track of time. Our brains need to be activated in really, really specific high-functioning ways for our minds to be able to perceive time. So when I got really, really upset and I ranted for those 30 seconds harshly about being entitled to your $5, the higher functioning of my brain was not keeping track of what time is it. Because if I was able to give the perspective to myself of what time is it, the time would be, this is one moment in time. This isn't, I'm always going to be attacked and I have to defend myself for my life. This isn't the same question endlessly being repeated over and over and over again. It was just one moment in time, but because my brain couldn't access the part of my consciousness that keeps track of time, it felt in that moment that this was forever, This had happened forever. This was going to happen forever unless I did something in that moment to stop it. And in that moment, with my very, very incapacitated brain, because I was so emotionally upset, just like so exhausted, so uncertain, so worn out, I felt justified in doing whatever it took to make it stop in that moment, instead of thinking about the greater consequence of what taking that action would have given me down the line. Oh man. But I think that was also really valuable, because then I had to look at what it means to let my mind get so overwhelmed with emotion that it stops keeping track of time. It doesn't give me the perspective of this too shall pass, and this isn't how it always has been, and so this isn't how it's always going to be. I think if I hadn't had that moment, I don't know when I would have learned that lesson. And that like really, really strong bond in my mind and my body was connected between I'm getting upset, I need to think, I need to consciously make an effort to try to activate, what time is it? What is the timing of this? Is this gonna be a forever thing? Or can I just sit in the next 5 minutes and this will be over? And then it'll be done, and then I don't have to do anything about it. Time took care of it. Instead of me getting, fucking overwhelmed by not taking care of noticing the time. So to go back to Tomato's comment about society having a really difficult time of expressing itself, it's because every emotional activation turns off the sense of time. People are not bad at expressing themselves. They're bad at contextualizing. Is this expression necessary? Is it proper? Sneaky, my God in heaven. Time to send the kids to community college. Honestly, send your children to the mines to earn me more money. Their little hands can be put to work. I think a lot of us just get really overwhelmed with, number one, the past is so beautiful and nostalgic and happy. The future is so unknowable and terrifying. And so this moment feels like we are fighting against doom. And so a lot of the reactions that we just get from so many people is they're fighting for their lives, which is why they're being assholes. It's very normal if somebody's drowning to not get too close to them, because they're going to become an asshole and they're going to pull you under the water. Not because they're like some sort of evil, malicious serial killer using the ocean as an accomplice, but it's because when people are stressed out, they can't help becoming assholes. And I really do believe that we're all real stressed out. Like the small conversations that I was having with those people at the beach yesterday was insanely eye-opening with just the like average level of anxiety that we're all walking around with. I was like, oh my God, we're all naked at the beach together. And we're so stressed out. We're like at the peak of human relaxation right now. We couldn't be more like happy and relaxed and in tune with ourselves. We're at the pinnacle of envy for all the other regular people. And even we are like, damn, I'm stressed. Yeah, self-awareness is important. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But also not something that anybody comes by naturally. It's the least natural thing that humans develop is self-awareness. It's a very unnatural development. Emotionally induced time misconception, or is that a misclassification? In neurobiology, the basic way that they describe it is that when somebody is faced with an unknown or an experience that's activating, your lizard brain checks. Everything. Your lizard brain is what is important. Your lizard brain is what is going to activate and judge everything. The upper levels of our brain don't get to make those decisions because the lizard brain is in charge. And lizard brains don't have a sense of time. That's why lizards don't store food for long winters. They just go into hibernation. Their brains can't work out that the future is going to happen and I need to be prepared for it. Lizards were like, I'm just going to pour all of my physical energy into dealing with the present moment. They don't have any concept of time. And when we get activated, nor do we. Nostalgia is free heroin. I mean, yeah, absolutely. And it's just as devastating to get trapped in it. My roommate did a tarot card reading for me around New Year's. And the main message from my tarot card reading from my roommate was nostalgia is a poison. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then wouldn't you know it, My like childhood friend who had been my lover for like that entire year dumped me over the phone out of the blue. And I was like, yeah, I had so much nostalgia for our relationship. It really blinded me to how fucking manipulative and abusive he really was. And honestly, just like, what a shitty, shallow person he really is. Yesterday or tomorrow don't even exist. It's always now. But that's not true for humans. Yesterday is incredibly real to us. It's like our memories are on backwards. Ideally, we'd be able to remember the future so that we'd be able to help ourselves get there. But we can't. We can only remember the past, and that doesn't really help us at all. How is the past going to help us in the future? The future's different all the time. Looking better than ever, V. A person's real personality surfaces when they're under stress, V. Oh, I disagree absolutely. Nope. No. Under stress, a person's trauma response will surface. Absolutely. Under stress, the most traumatic moments of our lives will be replayed in our minds, in our bodies, and we will do whatever it takes to get ourselves out of that incredibly stressful situation, which is often coping through dissociation or substance abuse, which is like a way of getting to dissociate. Under stressful circumstances, you see a person's trauma response, which is it's not their personality, it's not the best of them, it's not their authentic selves. You're definitely just seeing somebody fighting for their lives. And again, just like I said earlier, I don't think you were here a minute ago, but when a person is drowning, you're not going to say, oh, they're being such an asshole, they tried to drag down their rescuer. When somebody is drowning, they're not trying to be an asshole, but they will act like an asshole. Well, they will act without care or thought to the people around them, because that's survival. That's how it works in the world. You need to put your own mask on before you can think of anyone else. And that sometimes means thinking of other people as less than yourself. Your doctor's always telling you that your blood pressure is too high, you're so full of stress. Time to do yoga. Time to do trauma-informed yoga. Go to YouTube, type in PTSD yoga. Go ahead and do that yoga. Everyone seems to talk past each other these days. I mean, is that true? Or are you just noticing that a lot? I think it's a lot harder to notice when people are making genuine connections because they don't often share that with other people. But we hear constantly about how people have misconnected or slipped up in different relationships. And then very naturally, this is so hardwired into our brains as well, when we feel stressed out, if we were raised with any sort of like healthy structure in our lives, we will seek out approval, validation from the outside, from society, which can be your family, it can be your friends, it could be strangers on the internet. But when things are going well, you don't need to seek out society. You don't need to scream it from the rooftops that you're happy and content. You just get to live that quietly on your own. I'm more fond of my future self than myself in the past. I was so young, so very stupid, so easily influenced. Rightus, that's good. That's good. That's how children should be. And you were a child for a very long time. And that's good. It's not bad that you were stupid and easily influenced and that you believed in good things. Those are actually wonderful, admirable, beautiful qualities. The difficulty is that bad people took advantage of you in that state. That's the problem. It's not that it was you. Ew, Elle, no! No licking eyeballs. Some of this kind of reminds me of the book you recommended a few months ago about parents who never emotionally grew up or expected to raise healthy children. Adult children of emotionally immature parents, yeah. Dreams are remembering the future. Now, I'm worried about that because all of my dreams are very post-apocalyptic. Sorry, I meant my present self, not future self. I really like my present self, and you have like, Rightus, a big part of therapy is imagining your younger self and just loving them in that moment. Like, not being angry at them, not being like, you should have done better, or like, why did you allow this to happen, or what were you thinking? Just loving them in that moment, because the reason that they allowed this to happen, or they weren't thinking, or this, that, or the other thing, is because there wasn't somebody there to love them. We gotta love ourselves. X-Gen says, I could listen to V lecture me all day. That's fucking right, you will, you worthless idiots. Pay attention. I'm the thinker here. When I'm under stress, I go into chill mode. That is just me. It's called dissociation. Yeah. that's something that people do. I don't like it. I'm real uncomfortable around people who are self-professed laid-back guys. Quite often when people are like, "Oh, if I'm like stressed out, I just like relax, just like let it go." Often I feel like that means I just let other people deal with my problems for me. And then if I'm hearing that, I'm often the one who has to deal with those problems for them. I've just dated too many guys who were self-professed laid-back guys who in reality were mostly engaging in avoidant attachment styles. Where they're like, I'm so laid back because we never get into fights. We never get into these like uncomfortable conversations. Well, yeah, because you're avoiding them and keeping the relationship shallow. Have you been recognized in public before? And if so, what were the best and worst moments? Before the pandemic, it happened often. After the pandemic, not at all. Before the pandemic, I was like shocked at how many people recognized me just walking around. There was a day where my best friend and I were like eating burgers on a patio, and this guy walked by and did a huge double take. And my friend was like, "Did you see that? He like really looked at you so hard." And then he turned around and came back and was like, "Are you Invader V?" And we were like, "Yeah, I am." He's like, "Can I get a picture with you?" I was like, "Of course, this is crazy." And he was shaking. He was straight up shaking like a leaf. He was so excited. Crazy. And then one of my favorite times being recognized was I was in a shoe store and two teenage girls came up to me. And like, to be honest with you, I thought they were gonna come up to me to like ask me where I bought my clothes or something. That's usually the interactions that I often have with other women is like, "I love your purse. Where did you buy it? I like your jeans. Did you get them recently?" But these girls came up to me. They were so excited. They were both teenagers in high school. And they were like, "Oh my God, you're Invader V." I was like, "You know who I am?" Like, teenage girls are watching me. They're like, "Yeah, we love you." It made me so happy. Oh, man. That was wonderful. Yeah. Before the pandemic, it happened, like, with some regularity. And then during the pandemic, I think I felt that I was, like, noticing. People notice me. And I would say, like, in the past year, I haven't noticed it at all. Like, I really haven't. Maybe I stopped paying attention to it. But I have not had the experience of like, oh, I think that person just recognized me from the internet. Does that mean that you're big on TikTok now? Absolutely never. Absolutely never. Actually, maybe one day. I don't know. It's a bad platform, guys, but I mean, so are we. I mean, Twitch. Did you ever give an autograph fee? Oh, yeah. Like at TwitchCon. The first one that I went to in Berlin, there was a Sharpie included in the welcome package. And there was a big blank space on the back of the card. That was your like Twitch pass for the convention. And so everyone was getting their favorite Twitch streamers to sign the back of their cards. So like there's a bunch of people who have like, and if I get murdered, then that card's gonna be worth something one day. Hooray. Would you rather have money or fame? I want both. But honestly, money. Like, I think it's pretty obvious that most people just want money. The money is the freedom. Like, the reality is that money is freedom. Freedom from, like, societal embarrassment. It's so sad, but it feels so true. That there's, in North America especially, because I don't really know what it's like in other parts of the world. But there's, like, a sense of you're a failure if you don't have money in the world. You're a failure if you're struggling financially. You're a failure if you can't have this, that, or the other thing. It feels so uncomfortable that, like, so much of our worth is tied to how much money you have. How much money you're earning. And, oof. ever since I was a little girl, I was like, I love entertaining. I love like making jokes. I love making people laugh. I love feeling connected with people and with stories. And I love the way that stories connect people. So I've always wanted to be an actor. It's always been my dream. I went to theater school. I got into an acting program. And then I think through theater school, I kind of realized that a huge part of being an actor was having this really, really strong sense of self. And I didn't have that after acting school. It took me a long time to really develop a strong sense of self. Florence Pugh, in an interview recently, was talking about how as an actor, you have to be able to show your soul on your face at the flick of a switch. That was her sort of like shorthand for what acting is for her. And I think that was so smart of her to say. It's so true. That really, really good actors, the ones that we love to see, the ones that we're like, these are legendary performers who draw you in and make you feel like you know them, are the ones who can show their souls on their face. And I didn't really know what my soul was like. I didn't really have a sense of, like, what do I think? What do I feel myself? Not just what do I think other people want me to think, or what do I think other people want me to feel? And so much of acting school and so much of my interactions with performance felt very tied to this, like, you need to feel the way the director wants you to feel. You need to feel the way, or like look the way the casting director wants you to look, without having a really good sense of myself at all. And like therapy, going on antidepressants for a spell, going to physiotherapy, going to massage therapy, just like taking care of myself, really helped me understand the shape of my soul, what I feel, what is the pillar of my own existence inside of myself that is immovable and eternal and true. And so now I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready to like show my soul on camera, to go on screen and do this. And it's so disheartening because the industry is collapsing. In Canada, the idea that the American president is going to put these gigantic tariffs on anything that's produced outside of the United States means that it's going to completely collapse the very robust Canadian film industry, because they just brought so much money in and there were so many productions that were happening here, and it makes me feel so terrified that I've like done it all wrong. That I'm trying to throw myself into this ring at the wrong time, and that I've like missed the train and completely misjudged and all this stuff, but Othray, thank you. Othray. Thank you. I also keep reminding myself that it cannot be discounted that you are here. I mean, it means something that you're here right now and you're watching my Twitch stream. Oh, man. And that's not nothing. I keep thinking that like, oh, I have nothing and now I'm trying to put myself into this industry and I have nothing and I'm coming in at zero, but that's not true. That's like not true at all. I cultivated my own sweet little audience here. I cultivated an audience of gooners. I mean, Jesus Christ. There are tons of insanely successful, legendarily famous female actors who cultivated gooners. Like Marilyn Monroe would be like the ultimate main gooner girl, right? She invented gooning. Widespread gooning, Marilyn Monroe. Ah, look at you go, just simping so hard. Simping as hard as you can. You're in your Sunset Boulevard. Sorry, oh my gosh, I've been talking so hard. Let me swallow for a second and let my sinuses and my throat realign. Ooh, getting so impassioned. Sweet little audience. of here, Sunny. Yeah, it's me and Emmy's turn to get fucking rowdy. Get out of here, you. Also, I'm basically going into a field that's slowly collapsing with the rise of AI, but I can keep on trying. Rightus, it's everyone. I read this, like, really, really terrifying email from some random fucking CEO who was like, engineers, product managers, it's like everyone, the HR people, all of our industries are being so threatened by AI. It's coming for all of us, guys. It's terrifying. It's awful. I mean, like, I don't want to keep singing Video Killed the Radio Star, but I can't seem to stop myself. You look so precious and angelic today, my queen. I spent the whole day yesterday at the nude beach tanning. And I don't know if you can see, but like really faint, like super duper faint tan lines. It makes me so happy. Esther Perel talks about how foreplay should be ongoing forever. And I got propositioned by 2 insanely attractive guys at the beach yesterday. One guy was like, baby, I want to suck your toes. Another guy was just like, unfortunately, he was... I guess I'm going deaf because he like laid down next to me and then was like talking to me but kind of mumbling. And I was like, oh my God, have you been talking to me this whole time? I haven't heard a word you said. I have not heard a word you have said. Oh, wow, I'm so embarrassed. And so I'm not even here right now. You know how I was like mentioning a minute ago how when you activate somebody, when somebody's like, I'm in my fight or flight, freeze, appease, fawn state, it shuts off the higher reasoning of our brains. When guys flirt with me, it feels like it's a life or death situation. And so my brain turns off its ability to keep track of time. And so right now I'm like, he's still right there and he's right next to me and he's like, oh, you're just so sexy and like, oh, you have like this perfect ass and oh, I was like listening to you chat with like the other people and I got them so rowdy too. Like when I first went into the water, which like you guys, I would not recommend. I'm probably gonna get sick again from going into that lake water, but I can't help myself. It was so hot and the water's so refreshing. When I went to the water, there was like an older woman talking with like that other guy who was actually kind of cute, and they were having like a very like nice, quiet conversation. And then within me joining of like 20 minutes, we were being so rambunctious. We were all like throwing our heads back, laughing. We were cracking jokes. We were like rubbing elbows. And then the older woman was like, I usually hate these people at the beach who are getting so rowdy and so engaged. And I was like, I need to apologize because that's me. I'm sorry. I just bring the party everywhere I go. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go lay down and be quiet now. Oh man. And then that guy came over and started mumbling at me. Did you say nudie beach? I love the nudie beach. I want to get a bit of a tan, but the sun is gone, and my dermatologist said to basically stay out of the sun. Rightus, my love, you can get a spray tan. You're allowed to get a spray tan, a professional spray tan. You're allowed to do it. And I think the reason that spray tanning exists is for people exactly like you who are like, I have a dermatological reason to not radiate my skin, but I still want that like real nice healthy glow of I've been oot in a boot. It's nice. Get a spray tan, right? I fucking dare you to get a spray tan. Get like a real light base spray tan. I fucking dare you. Challenge the gender norms. Challenge the societal expectations of yourself and actually do what you want to do with your body for once. Don't do tanning beds. I was reading a post about what do you regret? Like what are your regrets in your beauty journey? And this one woman was like, I took this kind of anti-acne medicine and it really fucked up with her tear ducts. I was like, holy shit, what a nightmare. Oh my God. And then the next top comment underneath that was a tanning beds that did like a ton of tanning beds. Not recommend the tanning beds, do not tan. But get that fucking fake tan, do it. I would say go to get a professional spray tan done because the reality is none of us are actually qualified to do that to our bodies. We need somebody who's got some practice, some experience. Okay, I'm gonna take my next little break. Yeah. You're gonna be here when I get back because there's just something about me that you can't get out of your mind. She's there in your heart and in your mind and in your computer screen. Okay, BRB. I posted the butt photo for you. But then I like laid down in that chair back there to like do it on my phone. And then my cat came, she's over here now. She came and she laid down on me and she was so cute and she was so cuddly and then when I started getting up, she screamed at me. She's like, no, don't get up. Just lay down and be my couch. I love my kitty. Oof. Can I say that I am indeed weak for those thighs? Is it allowed? Am I being a weirdo right now? Whew. You're not. You're not. Look, the kitty came. She came back for more cuddles. You're not the only person who loves these thighs. The kitty loves these thighs too. Come on, kitty. You can come lay down on my thighs. Come on, kitty. Come on. Come lay down with me. She'll do it too. Come on. Come on. Can I pick you up? Oh, yes, I can. Come here. Oh, it's my good girl. It's my good. Oh, no. Oh, sometimes she does like to sit like a little baby. Not right now. She doesn't want to sit like a baby right now. She's in attack mode. Come here. I can see her blurry tail in the mirror photo. She was there. She's hanging around. So sweet. She looks just like Toothless. And she's also full of sharp teeth and is a scary dragon that will kill. It's a night fury. It's a night fury. Run. You mentioned challenging gender norms earlier. What advice would you give to a guy who wants to explore dressing more femme, trying out makeup, but is worried how people will judge them? Oh, I think you definitely should. I think you are going to feel so confident wearing makeup, absolutely, especially if you have thought about this for a long time. And men dressing more femininely has always existed. Kurt Cobain performed in a dress and he was like, why wouldn't I? It's a beautiful dress and I want to feel beautiful. I think you absolutely should. People will judge you. It might make people uncomfortable. They might be upset by what you're doing with yourself. And the reality is you can't help that. People are going to be upset with no matter what you do, however you live your life with your own body. Like, somebody is always going to have a feeling, a judgment, an idea. But that doesn't mean that you have to decide what you're going to do with your life based on those things, based on those judgments. Come here. Come here so I can cuddle you. Look, I made a little basket for you of my lap. You can come right here. You can come cuddle me. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. I love looking at the footage of the motion capture for Toothless. Oh, you know what? Send that over, Ritus. I don't know if I'm familiar with it. One of my cats was a stinker last night. He caught a mouse and decided to show it to me while I was in bed. It's not your cat's fault that that's when the mice are active, okay? Hello. Oh, yeah. That was a good headbutt. Oh, yeah. Hello, my sweet kitten. Are you going to come lay down on me again? I thought you might. I was kind of laying like this over there when she came down the first time. My sweet little Toothless. Oh, yay. Happy kitty. Oh, she's such a good kitty. Hello, my love. Oh, I don't know what it is. What part of me is connected to this that is so overwhelming. But when I see how wet her little black nose is, nothing else matters. I feel like you could shoot me in the kneecap and I would just be like, oh my God, but her little black nose is so wet. Her little black nose is so wet. Her wet little black nose, and something about that sweet little black wet nose. Yes, look at how wet your nose is. My healthy girl. Oh, I love her so much. The other day, I went to go trim her nails, and to be honest, I didn't give her enough treats. Like, if you're gonna trim your pet's nails, you gotta really treat them. You gotta really treat them. But I didn't treat her, and so she was getting mad at me. And I was like, why are you so mad at me? Usually you're okay with this. Usually it's like not such a struggle, with or without treats. realize that she's old, you guys. This is an old kitty cat. She looks like a kitten, and she was a kitten when I got her. But she's old now. She's like 13 years old. You are an advanced aged kitty. Oh, my beautiful girl. So I need to start being more gentle and like, I need to start like, in my mind, really associating and remembering that she's an old lady and I have to treat her as such. Treat her as an old lady. Which means being extra gentle, yes. Did you see the way she just reached out her paw to touch my arm? I love her. The chat rules are don't be weird. Don't forget to not be weird. And those are basically all the rules. Oh, that cat truly is cute as hell. She really is. She's such a sweetheart. She's very expressive. If she doesn't like what you're doing, she will express that to you, which feels respectful. She's a respectful kitty. I respect her, and she respects me. My cat is still such a goofball. He yells every time he thinks he's hungry. Just screaming, just screeching, just communicating that primal desire. Oh, and I love it. She's like standing on her back legs still. Like this is not in my lap. Her little legs are like on the couch on either side. So cute. He's so cute. Look at this tail going. My good girl. My good kitty. Oh yeah, and her pretty green eyes. But also, what I love about her eyes is that it kind of depends on what's reflecting around her and what the light is like. Sometimes her eyes are, like right now, so green. You could never mistake her eyes for any other color but green, 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 green. You got very green eyes. But then there's certain times of day and certain lighting where all of a sudden her green, green, green eyes look very like hazel almost, or orange. She's so pretty. I just love her so much. So sleek and regal and mysterious, and like such a foil to my fluffy, goofy, silly dog. I love how they're so opposite and yet they like match perfectly. I love my black kitty cat. I think I'll always own black cats for as long as I live. I think every cat I get is going to be an all black cat. And they'll be special and distinct and unique. And I'll love you all. That's why I got you. So I'll love you forever. I love my sweet little Void. Yeah. She's shedding though. It's furry over here. Oh, you're looking at me. You want more pets? Oh, and the purring. What hidden village are you from? Oh, like from Naruto? Probably Konoha. Probably the Leaf Village. I like them. They seem like good, regular people. I do not want to be in the Sand Village. They were pretty fucking cutthroat. Hidden Sound, nightmare. Hidden Mist, absolutely not. No thank you. Why? Where are you from? What village are you from? Hidden Village. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gentle massage. If you had a hidden village, what would it be? Fairy Village. Like fairy magic. So much sparkles and pink. I'm a big fairy fan. Big fan of fairies. Oh, are we getting cozy? Are we switching up positions? Just curled up real cute. Real cute and tiny over here. I'm from the Hidden Rain. Oh wait, maybe I was thinking of Hidden Rain instead of Hidden Mist. Or no, do we get to see both of them? I can't remember now. Where did Pain live? Where did Pain and that origami bitch, where did they live? They seemed miserable. Oh well, hold on. I guess they were from there and then they went back there. But they, like, did their training with... Yeah, Pain was from Hidden Rain. Oh, right. Excellent, yeah. I was thinking of Hidden Rain when I said Mist. It was very rainy there, but also quite misty. Oh, where are you going? Oh, she just wants to sit next to me now. Oh, whatever you want, kitten. Whatever. Oh, there we go. Oh, she really... Oh, she just wants to beat me to death with her tail. Oh, right. Zabuza was from Hidden Mist. Not a fun place to be. Oh, right. Oh, right. Man, it was hard to remember all those individuals. There were so many of them. But there was pretty good world building. The artist of Naruto is a foot fetishist as well. You guys wonder, you're like, why does everybody love feet? I mean, some of our, like, most prolific and successful entertaining mediums are, like, deeply entrenched in the foot fetishism. Like, all that Nickelodeon stuff. Do you guys know the Nickelodeon CEO or whomever it was? It's just so into feet. And, yeah, Naruto's author, mangaka, is hardcore into feet. Why is it all why do ninjas all wear open-toed shoes? Because feet are sexy. According to him. My 17-year-old black cat beats me with his tail too. Angels. They're angels. Let them do whatever they want. Ugh, I wish I was that chair. Yeah, there's literally not a single character without their toes out. Which, to be honest, does not seem like a tactile advantage for ninjas. Slash wizards. They're kind of mostly like wizards. But like, what the fuck? 0 people missing toes. Hella unlikely. That's the thing. You guys are getting some amputations done. How could you not? Fucking daggers flying and just constant attacks from terrifying neighboring ninja villages. How do you have all of your toes? A few do wear boots. I can't argue with you because I'm like, yeah, I agree. That has to be some people. But it's crazy that the few people who wear boots are so few and far between. To the point that I'm like, every character I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, Maru's got his fucking toes out. Zabuza's got his fucking toes out. Pain had his toes out. When I rub his cheeks, he drools on me. Oh, yeah. Oh, my black cat is such a drooler as well. She'll drool so hard. It's very cute. I'm guessing drawing feet is kind of difficult, so people who practice it a lot become good artists. No, drawing feet it's not easy. Hands and feet are pretty difficult. Hands are so much harder than feet. Like, every once in a while when I'm drawing, I just like drawing for fun. I can nail some feet. Like, you get lucky on feet sometimes. I don't think anyone has ever gotten lucky drawing hands. Hands are so fucking hard. So hard. He's drawing feet because he's horny for feet. Not because it requires an intense amount of skill like drawing good hands does. Yeah, even the name, Naruto. Naru meaning sucking on them. It doesn't, thank God. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, in general, there's not many people missing an appendage or have large amounts of any, like, scarring in Naruto. What? What? No, there are people who are missing appendages in Naruto. It's actually one of the things that I really like about Naruto is that there are amputees and people with different abilities who are, like, just as crazy fucking deadly. Like, what about that guy who replaced his whole body with puppet parts? What are your favorite characters? Mine are obviously Itachi and Pain. Oh, Kakashi. I was like going through all the students and I was like, who were my favorites? And I was like, I don't really like any of those fucking students. I loved fucking, Is his name Kiba? Maybe? Who had the dog? I forget his name. I remember the dog's name being Akamaru because it means red boy. Who was Akamaru's wielder? I loved him. I feel like his name might have been Kiba. And Kakashi. Oh my god, I had such a fucking crush on Kakashi. Yeah, Kiba. Yeah. Yeah, he was great. I loved that. I love a guy who's like, my dog is my warrior, pal. It feels very natural. It feels right. And also his design was so fucking iconic. He's given... When did Princess Mononoke come out? Because he's very Princess Mononoke coded. Yeah. Neji. I loved Neji. I loved him so much. His story and his arc and everything was so painful. So, oh my god, when he removed his headband and you saw the cursed seal on his fucking head, Jesus fuck. Like, I don't know. I don't know what my education was at that point, but it wasn't to that level of like, what the actual fuck? You have a whole branch of your family who are just goddamn slaves to the main group? Jesus fuck. It was very intense in my Murder Ninja show. Princess Mononoke came out in 1997. Oh yeah, Naruto's such a fucking inspiration from Princess Mononoke. Yeah. Oh, Neji's music as well is so good. I also loved his design. Each and every one of us was like, was that like some kind of hat? Like a really long, droopy hat? And they're like, oh shit, that's his hair. That's his beautiful long hair. Neji felt like if Sasuke wasn't such a little bitch! Little bitch, Sasuke! Sasuke's entire... My whole family got murdered. Dude! Dude, it could be worse. You could be Neji. Sasuke, you are not the only person who deserves to be... Oh no, my whole family... Like, you're saying this to Naruto's face. Sasuke, you bitch. But I also really loved Sasuke. How can you not? He's a 12-year-old boy with the voice of a 40-year-old man. It was a sexual awakening for me. I was like, I'm right there with you, Sakura. I am right there with you. I'm like, Sasuke, slap me. Slap me in the face, Sasuke. I like it. I love it. Tell me I'm trash. Oh, man. It's such an adult voice. Naruto! Okay, yeah, that's you. Prepubescent. Absolutely what children sound like. I feel like you either watch Naruto or One Piece or... What was the third one? Oh, Bleach. It's totally Bleach. And I picked Naruto, so no One Piece for me and no Bleach for me. Maybe one day Bleach. Never One Piece. Too long. Too long. Shikamaru is my brother's favorite. Shikamaru is absolutely my brother's favorite. I also feel like he had probably the most satisfying battle arc. Oh man, with that immortal dude. That was peak. I watched that and I was like, I don't really feel like it's like, how are you gonna top this, really? And I don't know if they ever did. I really don't know if they ever did. I feel like that was real peak right there. Fright, welcome to being a ninja kid. Your whole everyone's family is terrible. Sasuke was not special, or I mean, he wasn't as special as he really wanted everyone to treat him for his lived situation. I'm not watching Boruto, but I heard Shikamaru is Hokage. That makes sense. He probably should have been from the beginning. Yeah. I like Shikamaru, and you know what? Now that I'm saying this, I'm like, yo, this is so true. Mark Carney's such a Shikamaru. He seems like such a Shikamaru. Good for you, Mark Carney. Sam Dog, we're here with puns. My nephew got in trouble for throwing ridged potato chips at birds in the park. I love Ruffles chips. You could say he ruffled some feathers. Yeah! And then it's the opening of CSI Miami. Yeah! Shikamaru playing shogi with his father. Incredible. So beautiful. So wonderfully done. I loved it. He did in both regular and Shippuden. All he got in the Chasing Sasuke arc was a broken finger, and he was ashamed about it. Why are you showing your feet? Because this outfit would be real fucking weird with socks on, you idiot. Here, let me just put on my booty shorts, my tube top, and a thick pair of socks. What the fuck kind of moron are you? It's called fashion, idiot. Look it up. I will never forget Yahiko's pain. I do not remember Yahiko. Not ringing a bell. Not ringing a bell. I liked that. I don't know. That fight was kind of sad. That, like, the puppet master, there's, like, the old woman puppet master, and she came and she helped Sakura. And it's just so... I think I would actually really love a Naruto reboot. Like, a Naruto Brotherhood. Like how they did Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Where they go back. Oh, welcome back, Jeru. Where they go back and they retell the story and they give Sakura the story arc that she deserves, where she actually becomes a powerful ninja who is integral to the team and not just some fucking whiny idiot. Yeah. It would be cool, but they're so fully focused on Boruto. So it's just such a shame. Which is such a... Is that what the world really wants right now? I feel like a new Naruto, a refreshed Naruto, would slap so fucking hard. Would slap real hard. Real deep. Real hard. Like getting like a pelvic exam. Be great. It's what the world wants. Oh, pain. That battle. Naruto uses the full Sage mode for the first time. Goosebumps. Goosebumps, bro. I do think I watched that one. Yeah, because that's what kicks off. And then this isn't spoilers, because it's fine. But Kakashi's involvement in the Great Ninja War, I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm sad. I can't handle this. I'm out of it. Oh my god, this is the music I was hoping for earlier. This is what I wanted when I put on this playlist. This is what I was aching for. It sounds like it's Saturday Night Live. They're coming in. I'm introducing the guest stars. The main players. And tonight's musical guest. I love it. I did yoga this morning to music. I don't always play music when I do yoga. But this morning I was like, I think I need the music because I can get a little like one-track minded when I'm doing yoga. And this is something that I'm realizing the more I practice is like if you're real tense and you're holding it real hard and you're really pushing it, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. But that's so counter to how we are taught to do anything. I feel like we're always taught to give 110%, to really push ourselves, to like be very activated, to hold it and to feel it and to really fucking do it. My God in heaven. Anyways, doing like less in yoga has been much easier when listening to music. Because it's almost impossible to like stop doing something, but you can always start doing something new. I love starting something new. And so when I'm thinking like, okay, I need to relax my body, but I really don't feel like I can, I'm just like, you know what? Start really listening to the music. Start really feeling that music. It helps so much. I think I'm ready for a rewatch of Naruto. What's great is that people have compiled lists of all of the like important episodes that you have to watch. So there's like huge chunks that you can just skip right over. And it feels excellent because you didn't miss anything. You're not wasting your fucking time. There was so much filler. So much filler. Such much filler. So like 60% of Shippuden, they just did not have the manga to be inspired by. It just didn't exist. And on one hand, I think it is commendable because what we're seeing now is the opposite of that. People were so upset by filler episodes, basically universally, to the point where in season 2 of Severance, one of the most important pivotal, it's so important, and it's so pivotal. I'm portmanteauing it into other words. Of season 2, people were like, this is filler and this is boring and I hate it and I'm not into it. So now we don't get filler Now we just have huge, long hiatuses, unfortunately. Like, what was that show that was just announced? And they're like, we're doing season 3 and season 4. And it's going to become... Oh, it was The Three Body Problem. Of course. I loved the book. I love the book, The Three Body Problem. I've read it a few times. I've read The Dark Forest, its sequel, a couple times. And I read the third, the ultimate, like, culmination of the series just once. Because it was kind of a difficult read. It was a little scary. And they made the first season on Netflix. And then they just announced that season 2 and season 3 are going to be coming out in like years. And I don't know why I wasn't drawn to watching the TV show at the time. And maybe it's because I could tell that Netflix was really going to screw the pooch on this spacing. Like, The Three Body Problem first season, I feel like it came out a couple years ago. And the next 2 seasons are going to come out in a few years. That's crazy. That's fucking outrageous. Such a huge, long time period between seasons. It does feel especially difficult to get into any of those stories when you're going to have to wait so long. Which anime has the first episode for you? And why is that first episode? I have no idea what you're asking me. Did you miss a word? Is there a word that we're missing in that sentence? Which anime has the best first episode for you? Yeah, it was best first episode. Okay, we figured it out. The best first episode of an anime that I've ever seen. Maybe Dan to Dan. Yeah, it's quite often a trope of anime that it can take like 1, 2, or maybe 3 episodes to get into a story. Usually it's 5. If I'm trying to get somebody into an anime, I'm like, watch the first 5 episodes, and then you'll be hooked eventually. It takes time. Oh, Spy Family, another one that from the very first episode, I was like, oh, I'm deeply invested in this. Dan to Dan was an instant investment. Even Frieren, which I would say is basically a perfect anime, it took me, I think, 3 episodes to really feel Frieren. Yeah. For One Piece, let's watch the first 50 episodes. And see, I know this, and so that's why I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that! Oh, you nailed that cosplay, by the way, the Dan to Dan cosplay. Oh yeah, I love my Momo cosplay. It's a good cosplay. Good. I was so dehydrated yesterday from the beach. I forgot my water bottle, which was a huge mistake. Probably won't make that mistake again. Forgot my water bottle at home yesterday when I went to the beach, and I was just like sweating all day at the beach, just like pouring sweat out of every single pore of my body. And then I got home and I chugged like some coconut water. I chugged just like water out of my water bottle. But then this morning when I woke up and I peed, I was like, oh, you are still so dehydrated. That is vibrant. That is a saturated hue. Looking back at me. Best anime first episode is Family Guy Season 1, Episode 1. Wow, so moving. Uh-oh. You seem like you're 16 years old, and I immediately am exhausted by you. Sorry, dude. The last time I gave an anime 70 plus episodes before it was good, I was disappointed because it was Boruto. Oh, no! Oh, babe, you gotta run that by me. I will tell you when it is time to cut and run, my dearest. Oh my god. Electric, vibrant. It was like opening that briefcase in Pulp Fiction, but it was the toilet. So gross. That suitcase is full of piss. Yes. You always wonder, what's in the suitcase? It's piss. And not just any piss. It's I went to the beach all day without drinking water piss. That's a very specific urine. I was like, oh, maybe I gotta get like to the Chunin exam level of Boruto, but it was just all bad. Ain't that just the way? I hate it. Wow, that is some willpower. Ritus is patient. Like I would say that's one of Ritus's main facets is he's a patient man. And they even fucked up the Chunin exam too. Boo. Those pro honest review insults are one of the top reasons why I follow this stream. Yeah. Willpower is sitting through the peak of One Piece. I am sad. I am sad that the first season of One Punch Man changed all of us as people. It was so beautiful. It was such an exquisite experience. I was like, wow, my life is amazing now. Because I've watched the first season of One Punch Man. And then the second season of One Punch Man came out, and I don't know. What happened? I can't, smarter people than I, are going to have to tell me exactly why One Punch Man Season 2 fell so fucking flat for me. And it wasn't just me, it fell flat for so many people. Something about it just did not kick off. I don't get it exactly. I don't know. It keeps me up at night. I'm upset. It was a different studio, different talent. Oh, is that true? Oh, is that it? No other show makes me feel how One Piece does. I believe you. Something that I really love about One Piece viewers is that they are dedicated. They're so into it. I agree that it's probably a fucking phenomenal anime, but I just don't know if I'm ready to make it my whole life, you know? True, people's expectations are higher than ever now with every show. Yeah, especially when the first season is so good. Oh, that's what I like to hear. Good boy. Koroku Gaming. Hi, I recently became partnered on YouTube, and you were one of the channels that inspired me to keep going on this journey. Please celebrate with me. Yeah! Koroku Gaming, congratulations! Congratulations on getting partnered on YouTube. Everyone go give Koroku Gaming a follow on their YouTube channel. Yeah! I love it. Who is your favorite female anime character? Sailor Moon. And then maybe Sailor Jupiter? Oh, I love Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Jupiter. Sailor Moon is so iconic, so wonderful, so intensely formative for who I wanted to be as a person. I did not just listen to those lyrics, fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, and think, I like this song. As a child, I was like, this is imprinted on my soul. This is who I want to be. I want to be the kind of person who will fight evil and who will fight for love. That is so important to me. I love it so much. I love Sailor Moon. Usagi. So classic. Good job. Stay tied down to reality. No. Don't do that. Dream big. Marin from My Dress Up Darling is mine for sure. I love how down bad she is for her boyfriend. I think it's so cute. Oh, sorry, I was playing with my... I was petting my pussy earlier. Now I'm all itchy. Oh, I'm covered in cat hair too. It's everywhere. It's a furry little mess over here, people. Woo. You never get completely unallergic to a cat. There's always a little bit of allergy there. I love Yor from Spy Family as well. I really do. My ex-boyfriend and I were going to a wedding in Switzerland. It was crazy. The first night that we were there, we met up with a friend of his and his friend's wife, and we ended up drinking, and I got so drunk, and then I was so hungover the next day in Switzerland. We had to get on a train to go get a ferry to then take the ferry to this teeny tiny little town called Kusnacht where the wedding was. And we got to the train station, and I was so sick to my stomach. And then I saw, like, a vision of God. Yor and Anya from Spy Family standing in the train station in Switzerland. And it was two cosplayers out and about. And they were cosplaying Yor and Anya. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungover. And I feel so sick to my stomach and just, like, so discombobulated from being jet-lagged and on the other side of the planet in a brand new place. I was so excited. I ran up to them and I was like, can I please get a picture with you? Like, I love Spy Family and your cosplays are so good. This is so inspiring. Like, I love doing cosplay too, so I realized you put so much effort into these costumes. It's amazing. And I took a photo of them, and then I walked back to my ex-boyfriend, who was my boyfriend at the time. And I was so happy and so excited, and then I puked. And then I just puked and puked and puked and puked. I just threw up my entire life because that, like, burst of adrenaline wore off. And I was like, oh shit, I'm trapped in this terrible body that is fighting me in every which way. Yeah. So now every time I think about Spy Family, I'm like, remember that time when I saw Yor and Anya at the train station? And then I was very ill afterwards. Based vomiting queen. My anxiety was so intense when I was younger that I would throw up at the drop of a hat. You could look at me the wrong way and I would get nauseous enough that I would vomit. Terrible. Oh no, I haven't watched the Spy Family movie. I'm behind. Oh, we definitely have to watch that. I'm so excited for that. Yeah, that's gonna be a good time. Oh, so good. Anime has been such an intense comfort through the years. Truly, no matter how bad our own lived circumstances are, it will never be as bad as an anime protagonist's life. And yep, they get to have like love interests, they get to have supporting characters, they get senseis and masters who inspire them, and that's good. But we get all of those things too, and we don't have psychotic villains hunting us down, trying to cut us open and getting the demon foxes out from inside of us. It's good. I'm so happy for that. Nobody wants to cut the fox out of me. All of you are so happy to keep the fox in me. Oh yeah. Me too, V, says Kuroku Gaming. Had max anxiety levels as a teen. Oh yeah. Don't we all? I've been watching Baki. Good for you. Hello, V, it's Beer Bacon. I hope you've been well. I was so sick earlier this week. I absolutely was. And I am so much better now that I am not so sick like I was earlier this week. They get Sharingans as well. Absolutely. Specialize. I feel like I'm my own psychotic villain sometimes. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I feel that. Invader V, I think I found a lot of strength in hard times by channeling those anime protagonists. Yeah. You and I alike. Absolutely. Like, there's a whole arc where Sailor Moon's, it's a big part of Sailor Moon is losing memories. And like, when I've been dumped by guys who I really felt strongly about, I'm like, you know what? If Usagi can get over this, so can I. Because there is no magic that's stealing this guy's memories. He's just an asshole. It's a lot easier to deal with than like, oh my god, my soulmate lost his memories again. And now he doesn't love me. Yeah. I'm gonna go watch Baki right now. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Yeah, enjoy. Oh yeah. Whew. If she could get through it, then so can I. And I know that it sounds like a little cringy. I feel like if I had this conversation with my friends who have not been hardcore into anime, they would be like, that's so unhealthy. That's such like a childish mindset, trying to associate yourself with or identify with cartoon characters. But it's not. It's one of the most human things imaginable. These stories of overcoming adversity, and whether they're children or adults, and whether they feel like the medium is meant for children or for adults, is so judgmental. It has no place here or there. It speaks more to the sort of values that that person has rather than what is actually valuable in society. I can't describe how happy it makes me to hear like NBA professionals, like these incredibly big, tall, they couldn't be more different from me, right? Like I'm this white woman who loves flowers and feelings, and these big, strong, often black men saying all the same shit, being like, in my darkest hours, Naruto was there for me. In my darkest hours, I thought, you know what? I also have a dream to become Hokage, just like Naruto does. And it was so wonderful. I was like, fuck yes! Oh my god! I never would have thought that I could have anything in common with a professional athlete who has lived a vastly different experience whose day-to-day life is so foreign to me, and yet his own thought process, his own inner strength is the exact same inner strength that I have. It feels amazing. It's so wonderful. And then it makes me feel like I'm not crazy for taking inspiration for this. That motherfucker's sinking 3-pointers, thanking Kakashi for all the inspiration, just like me. And just like you. The cartoon characters are often better than us, so they're good role models. It's comforting to think of simple stories. As humans, we want to simplify our stories, create an idea of like, I'm the protagonist and these are the villains who are against me. Life is not that simple, and that's incredibly draining and frustrating for us. We love the simple stories of inspiration. It feels so good to remind ourselves that hard work and effort can help you achieve your goals, even though like, that's not actually the truth all the time. There are tons and tons of it's. Don't think about how poor and destitute Nikola Tesla was at the end of his life. Or like, what was it? Vincent van Gogh? Vincent van Gogh, however you'd like to pronounce his name. He sold one painting in his lifetime, and he's one of the most famous artists of all time, but in his life he didn't feel like he was like achieving his Hokage status himself. Maybe he would have felt better about himself if he had had anime to watch. Maybe he might not have cut off his ear if he had anime to watch. Oh, geez. Okay, it's time for my last break of the stream. I'm gonna go stretch. I'm gonna go relax for a second. I'll be right back to tell you all about it. The things that you say in my DMs, the words that come out of your mouths and into my DMs are insanity. Insanity. It's the speed of it as well is so shocking. It takes no time at all for you to get incredibly horny and gooned out. Ain't that just the way? Oh, ain't that just the way? I do look through my Instagram DMs. I know I shouldn't, because sometimes there's mean comments in there. Sometimes there's like nasty things that people say in private. But to be honest, it's worth it, because there's always like 20 really, really super duper nice ones, like really super duper nice ones. There was a mean one recently, and it started with this guy saying, "You're kind of a piece of shit," to me. And he was like, "And you're even worse now because you've gained all that weight." Which I was like, did I get into a time machine and go back 6 months? Because I lost all that. I lost all that weight. But for so many people, they, number one, are just really trapped in this idea that I'm fat and I've ruined my body, despite like, yep, so fat. And I had so much weight to lose. Look at how fat my waist is. Like, you could just grab it. It's so fat, right? So he's like, "You're fat and you're kind of a piece of shit." And it became very clear to me that I was like, I think this guy is projecting. I don't actually think I'm fat. That's... Even when I was 20 pounds heavier, because I was taking antidepressants to help become healthier, I wasn't fat then either. I was literally just 20 pounds heavier. And like 20 pounds is not a huge... It's really not. But this guy was like, you're kind of a piece of shit, and you're fat now, and I forget what the rest of the message was, but I feel like it kind of just ended with him basically saying that I didn't deserve to live or like be on the internet or exist. Like, he didn't say that I should kill myself in a video game, but his message was very like, you have no purpose in life. And have you ever sent a message like that to somebody? Have you ever typed out those words to somebody? Because I definitely have not. I think each and every one of us has had those thoughts. We've like seen somebody and we've thought like, this guy's a real piece of shit. This guy's a real big piece of shit, and he's an idiot, and he's awful, and it's what an awful fucking person. We've all had those thoughts. It seems almost impossible to have those thoughts and then not also categorize those thoughts as, and therefore, this person's not worth my time. I'm not even gonna open my mouth to them. I'm not gonna speak to them. I'm not gonna say anything to them. I'm just gonna quietly judge them, because that's like actually what feels good, is to quietly judge people. And so I wonder what happens with these people where the quiet judgment isn't enough, that doesn't feel good. They have to take it to the level where they're attacking me or attacking somebody else aside of themselves. Tankish says, I'm on antidepressants now and I've gotten so heavy. You get to talk to your doctor about that and change your lifestyle. I had to change my lifestyle too. I changed the way that I was eating while I was on antidepressants so that I wouldn't gain any more weight and I would just like maintain the weight that I had. And then once I went off the antidepressants, those new eating standards helped me lose the weight that I had gained. So now I'm like back to my regular size that I've been my entire life. But it was worth it. It was worth it to put on that little bit of weight and worth it to get all those weird comments, for my brain to be healed and for my life to feel more like my life and not just me living for other people. I think you would have to be in a really bad place to write those messages. Yes. What a sad person that must be, to be minding other people's business to that degree. I think the worst I've ever done is tell somebody that I hope they get exactly what they give. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. That seems like, I hope you have the exact day that you deserve, is pretty standard. And that's not attacking somebody. That's not saying like you're a piece of shit and you're fat. I think you're worthless, therefore. That's just telling somebody like, you're gonna get everything you deserve, my dude. It's all yours. It's not coming from me. It's from you and into you. Anyone who ever uses the phrase purpose in life is always projecting because they have none. Oh, so definite. We've all sent nasty shit, but never to someone online that you didn't actually know. No, I disagree. I don't think I've sent nasty shit to people. I've sent angry messages to people where I've been unhappy, upset, and aggressive. Oh yes, absolutely. But that wasn't shit talking. That was consequence. I've definitely sent a DM to you before from memory, though I think it was probably something nice. Excellent. Oh my god. This is heaven. Using weight gain to gain a sense of appreciation. Can't say I could do that. I really enjoyed gaining the weight. I'll be honest with you. I didn't gain a ton of weight. I gained about 20 pounds. So I went from being a size medium to a size medium, which is great. I loved my body with the extra weight. Every step that I took, I felt very, like people online call me goddess, but I felt it in my body when I was heavier. I really did. I, to be honest, like slept more comfortably. I was less susceptible to the temperature of the room as well, which I also really liked. Now that I'm skinny again, I get cold so easily. I get cold just like immediately so fucking quickly. I only gained like a noticeable amount of weight in the fall and winter of last year. So I don't know what it would have been like to have that extra weight and then also like be in the hot summer air as well. Because I feel like I'd barely gained anything. Or maybe that's not true and my perception of it is wrong. Maybe I was super comfortable in the heat even with the extra 20 pounds. But yeah, some of the DMs are real fucking crazy. I used to think really hard about the negative comments that I got from people, trying to figure out like, is there truth in what they're saying? Is there something I should be like taking away from this and changing about myself because of these critiques? And the answer is no. Like every single time, no. Literally never, never, ever, 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 ever. The nasty shit that people say online is just that. It's just nasty shit. You wouldn't pay attention to it if it was on the street in front of you, but something about it being removed and through the internet all of a sudden places it on equal footing with actually important information that we get through the internet. Now I'm thinking about that guy's comment and feeling like really bad for him. Really, really bad for him. I can't imagine that he feels like, I don't think that guy is waking up in the morning to his dog laying in bed next to him with a big smile and light in its eyes. And it's like enthusiasm for spending the day together. I don't think that guy feels good about himself, which feels pretty obvious from the message that he sent me. Oof. And then I'm like, I want to fix him. I want to make him happier. I want to solve his problems. No. Just leave it. Leave him alone. Hello, V, says Pink Devil Guy. Looking pretty as always. Hey, thanks. I'm glad that people like you figured out how to ignore all that stuff and just get the new generation and let the new generation creators know. Yeah, lead by example. You are going to get so many weird, nasty messages, and you are allowed to think of them in an objective way, which is, I don't think this person is happy. I don't know if I would listen to a miserable person in my real life, so why am I listening to a miserable person online? Moderators, this guy in chat seems to just kind of be having a really intense conversation with himself. I think it hits us more because it's written down and not just like the sound waves passing by. The writing of it also, yeah, it feels more permanent. It's not just a moment where somebody said something to you. It feels like a fortune cookie. It feels like a culmination of things instead of just an instance of something. Pink devil guy. I'm gonna keep on dancing with the pink devil guy. Yes, that's part 2 of the song. Absolutely. I think it also hits harder, says Oren Thane, because it's a critique from an audience. As a performer, I think it's because it's inherently vulnerable. Yeah, that's a really, really good point as well. There's not a single person who puts themselves in front of an audience who can genuinely detach themselves from wanting to impress, endear, or entertain that audience. And so when your audience gives you that really negative feedback, you wonder, oh my gosh, is he just the one who's saying it, and do lots of other people in my audience feel this way? And if I behave or do or act or whatever this guy wants me to do, would that secretly work for more people than just him? And the answer's absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Never. Basically never. Never, ever, ever. Yeah. It's a silly little joke, but it fills me with joy. Oh, my favorite thing to do is to rewrite songs. So, like, I had Pink Pony Club stuck in my head this past week, because how can we not? It's all over the place, right? But I was singing it to my dog, and I was saying, like, you're a fluffy puppy dog, you're just my puppy, and I love you oh so much. Fluffy puppy walking with her paws on the ground. Like, every song I hear, I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to freestyle rap over it and make a song about my dog. How cute my dog is, what a good girl she is. She makes me so happy. Yeah! JJ likes the song too. Oh my gosh, I love it. Every song is just a tune waiting for me to sing about my dog. Absolutely. And I love her. She's a good puppy. And my cat, sorry. Also the cat. I think the cat gets less songs because I often write these when I'm out walking my dog, just like out about in the world, letting my mind wander. I don't walk my cat very often. But there is somebody in my neighborhood who takes their cat out on walks on a leash. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. I was at a family charity event this past week and they played Good Luck Babe. Not super appropriate. Oh my god. No, it is not. I love when people don't understand what the songs are about or listen to the lyrics at all. You get some real fun stuff. You get some real interesting experiences when people don't pay attention to those things. I'm so proud of myself that I like maintained my energy throughout the entire stream, because I definitely woke up, did my like morning oh fuck, actually no, I woke up and immediately noticed that a shelf in my bedroom that had to be moved by the construction guys to put in the new air conditioning unit, that shelf is coming away from the wall and sagging noticeably. And I could see that the screw that they had used to try to hold the bracket into the wall had come loose, and there's like a big gap between the bracket and the wall. So I woke up and was like, oh, that shelf's about to come crashing down on my sweet little skull. So I took everything off of that shelf. I messaged my building manager being like, hey, the construction guys did not put this shelf up properly. It is coming out of the wall. It could fall on me. We need to fix this. And then I did yoga. I took everything off the shelf, so the shelf is crazy fucking heavy. If the shelf falls, there will be considerable damage done, possibly to the wall or to anything beneath it, so that's not good. But I took all the weight off the shelf, so hopefully it's okay with just the weight of itself. And I did yoga this morning, and then, thought about you should have a protein shake for breakfast. You just exercised, your body needs protein. It's also gonna help your brain kind of function throughout the day. And I forgot! I am an idiot. I didn't have any breakfast this morning. But I held it together quite well. Or as well as I could. I did it. I didn't crash out from lack of breakfast, which is fair, it happens. And that goodbye Earl, save a horse, ride a cowboy, and honky tonk, badonkadonk. What? Oh, the songs. It's like, whoa, you're really saying it. Just holding it down. As about an early argument you did, V is fighting the good fight to turn male chatters into functional human beings. Thank you, V, for your hard work. How often do you do yoga? I try to do it daily, but I'm definitely not doing it every day. I would say between 3 to 5, sometimes 6 times a week. Yeah. Oh yes. How often do you have to do it for the therapeutic benefits? You get to make an effort every single day to take care of yourself for like 1 hour. Do 1 hour of yoga a day, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't in the greater scheme of the day. You'll notice huge differences inside yourself, absolutely. Yeah, now it's 4 p.m. and I'm allowed to crash out as hard as I want. Thank God for that. Perfect. You know what I'm excited for? Tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great day because I'm going to wear one of those fun, shiny black outfits that you guys go real fucking nuts for. Because I feel bad. There was like last week, there were so many people who were like, it's not payday. It's not payday. Why are you doing this to me, V? It's not payday. And so maybe tomorrow will be payday. We'll see. Let's raid Ashley today. Yay! Go hang out with Ashley. She's wearing denim too. We're wearing matching outfits. Yeah. Thanks for having a wonderful afternoon with me. I had so much fun with you guys. Yeah, tomorrow will be a very fun. I was thinking maybe ASMR tomorrow. Like a really shiny, tight black outfit, but then just like me whispering to you all day. I think that'd be so fun. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, the cats came back. Hello, kitty cat. Hello.